Boom. What's up? How's it going? All right, hopefully the audio's good here too. Nah, man, we had problems last time. Hopefully they're fixed. We'll see. What's up? Resub happens. Who did it? Sam Callie. Thank you. 17 moons. Hi. Hope you're doing well on this Sunday. Dude, we got space people back from Mars. I mean, the moon. I know it's not Mars, but what do you call it? They did the moon thing where they went around and then they came back down and they're alive. That's good. They went around the moon. That's crazy. Well, that's the furthest the human's been out. Go.
It's my subiversary. Let's go.
75 moons. Thank you, DJC. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's up? Marshmallow Live. Hi. How's it going? What's up? Raisin High. Golden Kappa.
81 moons and counting. Let's keep on keeping on. Be awesome, everybody.
We got Golden Kappa happening. It's happening. Golden Kappa. Fairlane gifted a bunch of subs. Gearbox Man got one. Shipment of Veil got one. Yami got one. Captain got one. Dart Swords got one. How come everyone's doing the roll thing? We haven't even initiated a card battle yet. Don't do the roll. It messes everything up unless it's a card battle.
Jim
Go.
feels happy.
Thank you. 13 moons. Level 3 hype train, which means...
It's a freaking hype train! Let's go!
It was cool to see people to my gold ship LHD 8 and Irene helping out with the recovery.
Let's go!
I didn't hear most of that because it was in front, behind this
It's
thing.
a freaking hype train!
Go. 100 bits in Metal of Apothecary. Thank you. Brian said it was cool to see people from my old ship, LHD 8, Macon Island, helping out with the recovery. Nice. There you
Hello,
go.
Pumpkin Guy. How are
Congrats.
you
1,000
today?
bits.
Happy
Hey.
Golden Kappa.
Golden Kappa. Golden Kappa.
Woo hype train.
Oh,
Color
God.
dance.
There's a lot going on. Lockdog, thank you. Artificial program coming in. Boom. All right, gifted a bunch of subs. The MacFu got one. Godless Heathen got one. Malenko got one. Halloween Ghoul. You were in the right place. Doodle Art, what's up? You also got a thing. Thanks, Artificial program. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, my God. Is this real life? What is that? Icarus gifted a bunch of subs. Fate got one. Shanav got one. Bentley of Sock got one. Panther got one. Caterpillar
68 moons on a
Nana.
cloudy day. Less than 3.
Clouder day. 68 moons. Future Echo. Icarus,
Greetings,
thank you for all the gifted
salutations and
subs.
good vibes to all. Not awake enough to think of something witty.
Nah, who wants to be awake on a Sunday? What is happening? What is all the gifted subs? Is there a discount happening? What? I did look at Storm, gifted a bunch of subs. Rex Laser got one. Mental Apothecary got one. Brandon got one. Word 5 got one. And Yaofin got subs. We are on level 6 already. My God, my eyeballs. Let's freaking go. Wow. Card battle. Raise it.
Need new trading cards.
Hey, new trading cards. We'll get some trading cards. 38 moons. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Card battle real quick. Raisin, you got a roll equal to or greater than? 17. Nice. Boom.
It's a freaking hype train!
Why is this back on?
Let's
Oh.
go! It's a
It's a
freaking
freaking hype train. I keep forgetting that happened.
Let's go!
Let's Golden Cap. It's fun.
Let's go!
All right, pick a number. That's the Seraphi stuff.
Happy
It's a
Sunday.
freaking hype train!
Happy Sunday, Bravo. Thank you. Oh my God. No, I forgot we had the little one on there. I forgot to change that. Yeah. Well, we got to do that. All right, what number you want? Icarus 500 bits. Thank you. Number 39. 39. Shadab's here. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Thank Bob.
Just to throw in.
39. Hold on. I'll call it. I think I got it. Wait, let me check. Let me check the cards. I gotta see. I gotta see mine. Maybe I'll get bingo, bro. No. No bingo. No bingo for me. Who got things? Dude, we're on level 7. Icarus, grab another card. Thank you. Redeem stretch. There you go. Hydrate calls. Got it. Thank you. Shut up. Thank you. I'm assuming you're pressing the buttons. Hope you're doing well. Hi. Let me say hi to people. Where was I? Orgasm. Hi. What's up? Hope you're having a good day all around with the content since before the episodes where the universe reset. So yeah, it's been a while. It's been a very while. It's been a very while. Still making new episodes. Keep up. All right. We just come out with an episode. It's about touchscreens. Stop touching your screens. Gross.
Shower, okay? Take a bath. Have some mercy on the rest of us and take a bar of soap and chuck it underneath your arms. Shower.
You're dirty.
Babe, did you look at my text? I sent you a text. It was like 7
forgot that one was
seconds
even
ago.
there.
It's fine. I mean, what is
I'm
wrong with
honestly
you?
not
I mean,
having a great
like
week
10
on
seconds ago, I
Thursday.
think it was this
My
really
little
cool
brother
thing,
called
and I wanted
and
to
sent
share
me
it
a
with you.
text
And
message
I don't
photos
understand why you
showing
can't
my
get
pond
back
has
in.
massive holes
In a
in the
week, you're
bottom
going
and
out
all of
and you
my
say,
fish
yes,
are
you said
dead.
it,
And
thumbs up,
then
thank
on
you.
Friday,
And
my
no,
summer
but
has
what do I
started
do? I
decides
continue
to
to
take
follow
cash
you
up.
on all
I'm
your
not
platforms
start
with
my
your book of
truck
face
anymore,
and your
so that's
Twitters
been my
and your
week since
Instagram,
when.
and I follow you everywhere. Every day I follow you into the bathroom, underneath the bathtub, in the drain, and I'm
Not
looking
start
at you, and I see everything
start
you
my
do.
truck
And I
anymore.
see every
So that's been a
response
week
to it.
since
But I
Wednesday.
need to
Which
touch
great.
my screen
It's
to
a cool
give you
little picture.
bits.
It's good. But I gotta tell you, this is
No,
why
that's okay, then.
nobody responds to your dating profile, because you don't respond to them. They look at your picture and they say, this lady isn't gonna respond to me because stupid, 1 star. I mean, I don't even know what kind of social behavioral existence you have, but when
Hold
somebody
on.
sends you a text 28 seconds ago, you better get on that. You
Get
better
on
get
that.
on that. It's very important. You don't even know.
Good vibes, Catman. Sorry about the fish. How'd that even happen? Kurt Planet, thank you. Let me say hi to people. Malenko, Lunar Phoenix, hi. How's it going? Kurt Planet, hi. How's it going? Malenko again, hi. Right on right, hi. Blue Moon, hi. Bravo needs bacon, hi. Talbot, hi. What's up? Meow Stick. Once made a knife out of a stick with a piece of glass with a found it was some kind of material found in the woods. There you go. You always got to have a makeshift stabby stick every once in a while. It's fun. What's up? Blinko, hi. Jellica Storm, hi. Future Rayoka, hello. Metal Apothecary, Wargasm, hi. What's up? Where did I leave off? Catman, hi. What's up? Good vibes. Icarus, hi. Thank you. Getting another card. What's up? We're on level 7. Up a train. Wait, almost level 8. Fairly gifted a bunch of subs. Kodiak Rampage, Blue Moon, QN got one, 8 Trigger got one, and Rizwan Code. Wow. That one was loud. Icarus gifted 500 bits. Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you. Blood Fairy the Bear. What? Fellow trying to catch a fish when it tried to come out of hibernation or dumb bleed. Deer. What? Fell in a panic and ripped it. Oh, there you go. With his hooves. The hooves. I know, weird stuff like that happens. Space Buckaroo, hi, what's up? Future, hi, what's up? What's up? Golden Kappa. I always like getting a Golden Kappa. I think we've only gotten it like 3 times in what, like the 10 years we've been streaming? But, right? Dude, that average is, I don't know when the Kappa came out, though. I know when it started. When did the Golden Kappa first start? Did it raise and hop? What's up? Dude, I hope everyone's week was pretty good. I know we got another one coming up. Boo. But still, you know, right now we don't got to worry about that. So we're just going to leave this dancing on her head until the hype train's over, huh? All right, it's fine. No, I didn't set up one for a Golden Kappa. Well, how much free time do you think I have? Busy today for great reasons. Hey, there you go. It's always fun. Dude, busy. Who else did I miss? What's going on? Let me say hi to, let me scroll back up. Trish Mando, hi, what's up? Eagles, hi. Raisin, I think I said hi, but I'm going to say hi again. What's up? Blue Moon, hi. Godless Ethan, what's up? Zerochi Belmont, hi, what's up? Sam Callie, hi. Jellica Storm, hi. Black Dog, hi. Future Ryoko, hi. Gearbox, hi. I don't think I go that far up, but there's a lot happening. What's up? Dancing on toast. Yeah, why not? What? That crust is very firm. You could totally dance on that. Say hi to me. Killer Bee, hi. Damn it. Hi, Joker. Hope you're doing well. Should check and make sure your wheel spin works. It should. Why? Oh, you want me to? No, yeah. Did you use? Oh, there you go. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it up thing. I'm very distracted with everything that's exploding here. Let's see. Cards. Hey, Billy Sox won. Nice. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, dude, that was a close first place. We're gonna do a wheel spin right after the golden kappa hype train. And interrupt the hype train. Now we added some new things on there. Go. Wolfnick.
Hi.
Hi. What's up? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bump, 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 bump. Almost. There you go. One of these days will make you as cool as Dawn. We have level 14. Really? Dawn got to level 14? Real Squirrels, thank you, 100 bits. Level 14 for reals? Where was I? Honey, Icarus gifted a bunch of subs. Honey Butter, Dead Arts, not a problem. Red Mars. Hi. 3,000 and Fallen Rose. Thank you, Icarus, for gifting subs to everybody who go to get emotes and be happy with them. What? I've seen as high at level 40? Wow. Dude, that's crazy. Oof. Let's see. Chat goes crazy sometimes. That's all right. It's a good kind of insanity. There's lots of worse other crazies to have. Real Squirrels high. What's up? Go.
No note.
Lies. There's a note right there. There's letters. Oh, remind me to tell you about numbers later. Oh my God, after the wheel spin. I got a story that is an unbelievable train wreck of the education system and humanity failing on every single level. And it all starts with one number. More emotes and no ads. Yeah, there you go. That's the best kind. Do. Oh, I like that little flame.
Numbers? No note.
No. What's up? Don's here. That's a bingo. We're on level 8 and we got a golden hive. Bingo. I'm working on it.
Golden hype train.
Yeah. Level 8 complete. See? I think we're on level 9. Get out of here. No. Why?
Hi, Dawn.
Hi.
Why is everything about poking me and being mean? What's up? Icarus says hi. Oh, you said hi. Never mind. I'm trying to keep up here.
Hi.
What's up? People are saying hi. My apothecary said hi. Real Squirrel says hi. Right on right says 8, 9. No. Isn't it supposed to be 6, 7? People do that thing. Get it. Don't 6, 7 me. Get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, it's weird. 42. What about 42?
Are we just throwing out numbers? 18.
11.
Poke the pumpkin guy. Dawn.
No.
See?
No. No. No.
Guy just emerged out of chat.
Hi, Dawn. No touchy.
No. See, thank you. See, we got to balance this out here. Yeah.
As you were.
Well, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go read my Bible.
Oh yeah. What are you up to? You up to the fun part? First time chat. What's up? No. Is there a fun part? When do they get food? Make a list of all the food that they eat. Okay. Spreadsheet. Okay. 42 is the meaning of life. What? Make a spreadsheet of all the foods that they eat. Oh, we're doing this thing? What is it, baseball bat?
Bloody Angel made baseball bats.
All right, good. Now I have something to keep you away from me. Yeah, you want to go? Hey, you want to poke at me? Hey. Come on.
I had another thing.
Yeah.
A rocket launcher.
Rocket launcher? You got a rocket launcher?
Take the bat
No. This is my bat now.
Wait, I have another thing.
I got a bat. I'm literally Bat Pumpkin. What? What is this now? Oh, there we go. Let's see if I'm worthy. Hold on, chat. We got to put this down first and see if I'm worthy. I can't even reach it. Here, help me. Oh, at least you're worthy. All right. I got it. All right. So what does this mean? I got all the power of Asgard, right?
I think it's a band hammer.
It's a band hammer? We should give this a shut off. Or should I take it?
What else do I have? I have a magic wand.
Magic wand?
Magic wand.
Magic wand? What? It just looks like a...
Do you want to keep the baseball bat? I don't think the hat will fit you.
Golden Capiosa. Is that a word? Well, we got 2 minutes on it. I still got to do a wheel spin. I need special effects on this stream. Make me special effects. What is this now? What do you keep putting in my hands now? What is this? What is that?
It's a sword.
A sword. This isn't a sword. This is like a letter opener.
No, it just.
What is this, the Hobbit thing? Does it glow in the presence of idiots? Like, what is happening?
The Roman Legion had short swords.
Why, were they short?
Next level.
Next level? We're getting there.
I think for you, the bat is more appropriate.
Yes, the bat is more appropriate. You know, these days, you know, I got my Louisville Slugger here, just in case. What's up, chat?
So yeah, Bloody Angel was nice enough to 3D
Thank you, Icarus.
Was nice enough to 3D print us some stuff.
All right, cool.
So, there, you want to hold on to the bat for a
Oh
bit?
yeah, I'm gonna be waving this around all day. Come on, chat. Come on.
You could always.
Level 10. We're on level 10.
You could always
We're on level.
get your own 3D printer and 3D.
I'm not getting my own 3D printer. What are you talking about? Someone bought a bunch of stuff. Holy
Someone
crap.
purchased 18 items for
Oh my God.
$162, including Foamy the
Hey.
Squirrel sticker sheet.
Stickers and
Number
things.
8.
Somebody bought a bunch of stuff.
People bought stuff.
Yeah, they bought a bunch of stuff off the fourth wall shop. Thank you.
Level 10 golden kappa.
Wow. Dude, they got like shirts and stickers and stuff. Oh, Chad actually makes an appearance. Hey, that should be a bingo thing.
This never happened.
What's up, chat? Hey, how you doing? It's not your stream, just letting you know. Yeah, you can make a guest appearance, but... McBooyah! They won bingo. Get off me! God, what is everybody wanting to touch me? Why do you know, nobody's gonna understand until I bring out a flamethrower. God. What's up? People are saying hi. David, hi, what's up?
Level 10.
Level
golden
10!
kappa hype
Golden
train.
gold! Gold! I'm surprised that's not a Tangia. Has anybody played that?
What?
The gold Austin Powers thing from Gold Member? I don't think I've ever seen it on your thing, but I'm not actively watching all the time. They had to have, right?
Gold. Yeah.
Yeah, that one? Okay, did that. I assume they did. I haven't seen it. Doing usual reading the Book of Magic, and I'll play L.A. Noire. L.A. Noire, you got to play that for the detective thing.
Yeah, I know.
You got it. Did you bought it, right? It's on sale or something?
I think.
Get it.
I think
Go check. Random singing.
Is it on
That
sale
happened?
right now?
I thought it was.
No, I gotta check.
Yeah, go check. Go. It's $5.99. Somebody bought stuff. I'll give you the $6. Go. Whoops, thank you. 100 bits. I didn't know what was happening. Oh man, you got 2.5 minutes. I'm glad you made this longer here. This thing just keeps going, right? I don't think a hype train's gonna last 48 minutes, right?
Yeah, I own it.
Oh, you do own it. All right, cool. I don't have to give you money.
Sent
you a text. Good, I get to get coffee.
I mean, what is wrong with you? I mean, dude, it's like
What are
10
you doing?
seconds ago, I think it was this really
Still
cool
level
thing,
10.
and I wanted to share it with you. And,
You know how
I don't
difficult it is to
understand
get
why
past
you
level
can't
10?
get back
Stop.
in a reasonable amount of time and just say, yes, I saw that
my
thumbs
bat?
up, thank you. And no, but what do? I continue to follow you on
no,
all the
no.
platforms with
Yeah.
your face and your
do it.
Twitsters and your Insta scams, and I follow you everywhere. Every day I follow you into the bathroom,
Hey, Trash One.
underneath the bathtub, in the drain,
Ah.
and I'm looking at you. And
No,
I
we're
see
gonna have to
everything
do
you
swords.
And you can't even respond to a text with something great.
I want a
It is
lightsaber.
cool little picture.
Make me
It's
a
but I gotta tell you,
little
this is why
lightsaber things.
Nobody responds to your dating profile because you don't respond to them. They
It's
look at
gotta
your
be
picture and they say,
orange, though,
This lady
'cause
isn't going to respond to
I'm
me
an-
because
I'm an
stupid, one star.
Orange.
I mean, I don't even know what kind of social behavioral existence you have,
going
but when
on?
somebody sends you a text
It's an alert.
28 seconds ago, you
the
better get
text
on that.
Pilz-E one.
You better
It
get
goes
on
on
that.
for a
It's
while.
Very important. You don't even
That's why,
know.
that's why it costs a lot.
Oh, it does.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, man. Get him. What do you mean, get him? What is wrong with Why does everyone want to lynch me? Jeez. You know, a little bit of gold shows up. No, that's my bat. Don't use my weapon against me. Stop it. Stop it. Is there a Tangier fish for chocolate? What? Fish jelly?
Hey batter. Batter, hey batter. Hey batter, batter. Swing.
It's gonna be batter, swing, batter. Thank you. Appreciate. Autumn, what? Really? Come on. Why would it do that? You know, no, that's, I think the term shag could be there because it's almost fun and campy at this point. What? Like, Automod is super sensitive, bro. Yeah, what if we're talking about carpet? No. Thank you. Now we got 30 seconds left, and we've got to do a wheel spin. They've been waiting on a wheel spin forever. Thank you for waiting.
I just saw PG attacked by some old bat. Sorry, Dawn.
Ah, that's pretty funny. That was pretty good. I like that. That's pretty good. No, mental block theory, 100 bits. Thank you. We got a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Golden Kappa hype train is officially over. Boom. We got a Kappa. Nice. There we go. Beautiful. Everybody, thank you, thank you, thank you. What is this? Hype train open this thing. What do you mean only visible to me? Clearly not. I already opened it. What are you talking about? It's already been opened. All right, whatever. All right, we got to do a wheel spoon, but a wheel spoon. Oh God, you gotta get overstimulated today. All right, easy mode. Easy mode. Easy. It's SA mode. Boop. All right. Assuming they're still here and they didn't say, you know what, I can't wait. I got things to do. I gotta do a wheel spin. All right, dude. Well, now everybody's winning. Everyone's waiting for me to go to easy mode. Billy, I'm still here. Are you still here? Where are you, bro? Dude. Where's my little searchy thing? Oh, there we go. I find them. All right, we're doing a wheel spin. We had it, for those that don't know, basically you get a spin on a wheel of digital goodies from the It Shop. Exclamation itch if you actually give a floop. And what do you call it? Could be a comic book, could be a video collection thing, music and all that stuff. It's all content recommended for mature viewers, so be mature. All right, just come on, guys. Be mature. All right, let's go. Boom. Everyone's winning. Icarus won. Nice. Here we go. There lives, we shall do your spin.
What's the deal?
That's a good song.
Let's spin the wheel.
We have to write out lyrics.
You won bingo. Let's go. Spin that freaking wheel.
All right, spinning the freaking wheel. Who knows what'll be on it? All right, reboot. Reboot series. We've been giving our VODs away constantly. All right, reboot season 1 VOD collection thingy. All right, I gotta get that note. I gotta get it. Gotta get my code. If it's something you already have, feel free to pass it along to somebody who may not have it. Where is it? All right. Where is that over here? All right, download keys. Go.
Hey, to Thind on Mr. Chance. She tried to poke PG, but now he's on easy mode. Wink, wink.
There you go. Easy mode. Can't do anything on easy mode. Oh, come on. Where's the thing? I just had the tab open. Oh, come on, tab. Boop. Sending you the link and boom. There you go. You have been linked. Bop, bop. All right, cool. Now I get to close tabs. Okay, so we got wheel spin happen, so that's good. I get rid of that. I close that over there. I freed up some resources. Life is good. Let me check my bingo card. Boop, 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 boop. And I am still off by thousands of miles. Why? No, it's like, you figure, well, what, lizard? What, lizard? Lizard what? Lizard what? Lizard what? Thank you. Let me get coffee. Good. No, the caffeine will calm me down. Oh, God, I don't even know where are we now? No, we redesigned the whole thing. Do. Now everyone's winning. Wow. What if I had an apple peeler and I just put it right to his face when he was spinning? There's those dark things you got to consider before you send out memes. Bloody Angel 1. New follow, too. What's up? Hey, Control, thanks for follow. I appreciate. Yeah, we got the bat. There we go. Hey, Bunny. Nice, thank you. Poof. We got a bat. Don't mess around. I got Bloody Angel's bat here. Yeah. Nah, I'll be good. I'll be good. All right. No, I get nostalgic every time I go outside with a baseball bat in my hand. It's like, hey, man, you know, dude, just imagine walking to the cafe. Yeah, extra shot of espresso. There better be an extra shot in there, right? All right, you know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm just gonna wander around until it's ready and see what's really breakable around here. It'll be fun. Yeah.
The really sucky part about my pond is I've had some of those fish for 15 plus years, and especially with the new siding, I wanted to see how it would look with a mature pond and nice brand new siding on my house, especially the darker gray flagstone gray siding that I chose as part of the backdrop year 20.
Oh, that sounds like it's a good color. I'm not familiar with that color, but gray is always good. I didn't even think fish lived to be 15 years old. What do they get, little walkers? I mean, like at that point, is that like in dog years? How do fish age? No, man, I'm used to like goldfish, you know? What, koi are old? How old are koi? Dawn, did you know fish can be over 15 years old?
Yes.
Yeah, but no, I didn't. I like regular fish.
Yeah.
I mean, I like at that point, what do you do with that?
I'm taking your bat away.
Why?
Because it's for baseball season, not to threaten people with.
Well, it's self-defense, really.
It's for baseball season.
No, I only threaten people if they don't give me my extra shot of espresso. And that's in self-defense.
Do you want the rocket launcher instead?
No, I don't want the rocket launcher. You don't want me to be violent with a bat. Here, have a rocket launcher. Your logic. Oh, good. Thank you, Bloody Angel. What's up? No, don't mess around with the bat. Here's a rocket launcher.
I somehow lucked out. Got out of work right as the crazy churchgoers started streaming in for the restaurant. Still had to deal with a lot of stupid people on the road, but well. How's Dawn liking all the treats?
So far, so good. I don't know. They haven't cast any spells on me, so that's pretty good. Thank you.
Pum'Kin Guy, come out and play.
I don't want to come out and play. Well, I got to put the bottles on my hand to make that weird little sound. That guy was unsettling, man. Good. Thank you. Had my goldfish for 10 years? Really? I didn't think goldfish lasted that long. That's bizarre to me. I just assumed that it's like, you know, you get a couple of months out of them and then they're just like, yeah, okay, we're dead now. I don't know. I don't know nothing about fish. Again, I'm not a water guy, you know? I said, decide what ancient artifact replicated printed yesterday. What? 1700s Lotus box. Ooh, nice. Boom, boom, boom. Come out and play. Yeah, that guy. That guy was unsettling. He was in, what was that weird movie that he was in after that? It was like a Dreamscape or something with one of the Quaids. It wasn't Randy Quaid. It was, I don't know, Bill Quaid. Phil Quaid. Bill, whatever. I don't know who.
There are some fish in private koi ponds around the world that are 30 plus years old, and some HOAs are bags about it and done a live prize winning koi fish because they don't like the pond. It's a hazard when it's in a fenced backyard and end up having to pay in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions.
If not millions for some fish, but given the right size containment, your fish with the proper care can live up to 30 years. And that's your store goldfish, which most of these were. Huh. I had no idea. Oh. I just assumed they had short lifespans because they end up in, like, you know, either being eaten or just floating up. Every time I see a goldfish in, like, a music video or TV show, it's dead. I just assume that they die really quickly just because nobody knows how to take care of them. Dreamscape, Dennis Quaid. There you go. Not Bill Quaid. I don't even think that exists. Let's see. What's up? Bad Match High. Been busy learning the ins and outs of Vermin Tattoo. Ooh, nice. There you go. It's another one of those games on the list. Yeah, no, Dreamscape. Dennis Quaid. It also had that other guy in it, the older guy. He was good. Christopher Plummer, I think. I think he was also in Dracula 2000. He was fun in that. Yeah. How far are we from 3D printers being able to make a Rolex? Pretty far. What? I don't know. Do they have gold 3D printing machines yet? I don't know. They got cement ones. That's kind of cool. Normally we have 40 years as longest lived koi. Wow. The longest 226 years? For what? How is that possible? How does a fish live like more than twice as long as like the oldest living person? There are chocolate 3D printers? Well, that's easy. I mean, you know, you're just melting chocolate, you know. Rather 3D print a taco. Yeah, but it'll all be plastic. What? Don't we get enough microplastics on our diet? Come on. Ironic coincidentally, I 3D printed, Tiger Team Space Marine. Ooh, nice. There you go. Fake Rolex, maybe. I got to use 3D printing to make the molds, the die-cast metal. It'll be crappy, but you can do it. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you can make the molds. Yeah, forgot about that. Who needs a fancy watch these days? It's kind of weird. I've never been a watch person. Like it's weird. I don't like stuff on my wrist, you know? I think the only watch I've ever had in my entire life was like a Garfield one with the hands that kind of move. You know? It was like when you were a kid. You're like, here's a watch. And it was like one of those ones you get out of a vending machine or something. Like my smartwatch. I never got a smartwatch too. You know, that was kind of like one of those things. I don't want to look at my wrist and see all the notifications that I'm just going to ignore, you know? Better molds with a resin printer to, minimize layer line. Go.
You're worried about microplastics? I work at a plastic molding factory. I get lots.
Then you get macroplastics. That's... Oh, man. Yeah, you know, if you can't overthink it, you go and you go insane, you know? You live until you don't. Smartwatch tells me when my heart is too stressed. Oh, I can feel that when that's happening. It's like... If it sounds like bass coming from somebody's car, then I'm like, yeah, I'm a little stressed right now. Do. Sassy, hi. What's up? Didn't hit my watch when I have one. I break the band off, so I never got a smartwatch. Yeah, I don't even know what... I mean, I know smartwatches can do basically the majority of what's on your phone. But, you know, I'm just like, I don't even like bringing my phone with me. Matter replicator. That's what's called. Where's my matter replicator? I need matter. What? Oh, you want to hear what? Go.
I only have really cool watches. Like the one I own made for blind people that's physical and doesn't talk. Just by feel.
Oh, there you go. It's like a Braille watch. I think I've seen that. And I was just like, wow. Yeah, no, if you're blind, you can't, like, look up in the sun. It's just like, what are you going to do? Tell by the warmth? What if it's a cloudy day? It doesn't work that way. Go.
That is probably most of the problem. People think fish are easy to take care of and you can keep them in a tiny vessel. Though that is true, you do need proper filtration. If it's anything less than a 10-gallon tank, you need a proper filtration and weekly water tests and changes.
Oh, God, that's tedious.
If anyone does want to build a pond, I do have products. I recommend a company in Neal called Aquascape. They sell full pond kits. Everything you need to get started. They are qualities, so don't be surprised by the price.
Ah, there you go. It's one of those you're gonna get what you pay for. It's one of those things. I know, I never thought about building a pond. I have a bathtub. I don't think that works. Oh, man. Dude, that sounds like more upkeep than having, like, a very, I don't know, hyperactive dog. You're changing the water all the time. You got... What? Watch this neat. Hey, there you go. Nice. What? Bullfish. Yeah, bullfish, I guess that's not a good confined space. I know, you see them at, like, carnivals and stuff. They give them to you in bags. You know? Just stay away from saltwater fish tank. They are major work. That I've heard. Nah, you get into saltwater fish, that's a whole can of fish. It's ridiculous. You got to put like salt in there, there's pH balances and all this other weird stuff. Yeah. Probably get a wall aquarium or something. Wall aquarium? The fish, they're in the walls. Wait, what? I don't want to swim with the fishes. I really don't want to bathe with them either. No. I don't know. Fish is beyond my repertoire. I'm a cat person. Yeah. Scoop the litter box, give it some food. That's it. Saltwater fish, very expensive. Wait, they're expensive? Can't you just go to the ocean and pick them out yourself? No, if you're really into fishing, yeah, you know, you got a boat. Can't you just get a bunch of go there and get them yourself? Is that legal or no? Where's a 40-gallon tank as a room divider? Do not cross the fish. The upkeep, though. Probably not. What do you mean? You can't just go out there and get fish? People do it. Fishermen do that. They literally get on a boat and they're like, you know what? Fish. What if you're a fish connoisseur and you want fish? You're just like, all right, I'm going in the ocean, going to get some fish. You know? I don't know. I feel like that'd be some kind of thing to do. Does anybody own a pet octopus? I don't know. Seems like it's fun. This fish talk makes me want to pick up some salmon at BJ's. You went from pet to plate, like, real quick. Oh, the exotics, like eels, sharks, etc. Who wants to keep a shark? What am I, SeaWorld? Like, I mean, they have little baby sharks, right? You know, tiny ones. They're shark species, but they're not like, you know, great whites. Dr. Evil. Yeah. Put lasers on it. If you have like a kitchen wall divider, relatively easier to have a fish tank and a wall with fishing and get a little neon looking fish to get a lot of 20 of those apparently compared to don't fit. Sakura! 100 moons! Boom! Sakura's here. What's up? Hope you're doing well. They're streaming tomorrow, according to their schedule. You're streaming. What's up? How's it going? They stream. You click on their name, you follow them. What's up? You're doing well. All right. There you go. As for us, we're live. What? Yes, I checked the schedule. Boom, 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 boom. I found a guy on YouTube who bought a lobster from a grocery store and kept it as a pet. Really? Here's the thing. One, I don't like lobster to begin with as a food, so I wouldn't really go buy one and just like, I'd be that person that frees them. Be free lobsters, you know, that kind of thing. Isn't it difficult to keep them as a pet, too? What? Octopuses have like 8 brains. Yeah, octopuses are very smart.
I worked with an octopus. They are very hard to maintain, and if given the chance, they will escape.
Huh. Yeah, I figured I would, too. You know, they're like, you know what? I think I could make it to... where would they go? That's one of those weird things because, you know, octopuses are really smart, right? So if they're given the opportunity to escape and go somewhere, where do they go? You know, do they go to the mall and get a latte? Like, what's their thing? What do they want to do? Do they want to explore the world unfettered, or do they just want to get the hell away from people?
Lobster as a pet? It'll done in the pinch.
Nah. Lobster costs too damn much. I also get hungry again in like an hour. Yeah, I don't know how much lobster costs. Like, we haven't gone to a Red Lobster, I think, in probably like 9 years. I don't even know if they're still... Are they still a company? Local pub for a pint. Yeah. That'd be funny. Octopus walks up to a bar. I often wonder if humans evolved, how have octopus not become human-like and such. I don't know. Maybe they just don't have the genetics. And we're probably lucky that they don't, because it'd probably be like those weird little creatures in Baldur's Gate 3 with the faces. Yeah. You have Squidward face. Yeah. They'll be mind flayers, man. Last time I ordered lobster, I spent $65 after tip. Oh, God. That's ridiculous. They're still hanging on? That's weird. I can't imagine them functioning in this economy because everything costs so much. Imagine just going to Red Lobster and plunking down $100 for a meal, and you're like, oh, God. Now, for that, I'll go to, like, Cold Stone or something. I'll just eat a bunch of ice cream. Oh, speaking of which. Whoa. All right. Ice cream. We made an ice cream. You know, we got Dawn got us a huge, awesome Christmas gift. It was the Ninja Creamy thing, right? And so we're making our own ice cream, right? We made a carrot cake ice cream. I know a lot of people don't like carrot cake. It's kind of like a lot of people's least favorite cake. It is my probably top 3 cakes. If it's a good carrot cake. I've had some pretty terrible carrot cakes that I'm like, this is garbage. All right? But I've had some really good carrot cake. We made a nearly authentic carrot cake tasting ice cream. I was like, crazy. It came out decent. I was very proud of myself, you know? What? It was like half yogurt, half cottage cheese, crumbled up graham crackers.
So you mentioned numbers with dumb people?
Yeah, dumb number people. Nah, man, you're gonna see this. You go see this. I gotta pull up a visual. That's how crazy it is.
Hey, Pumpkin and Pauline. I locked myself out of my house when all I want to do was wash my clothes. Now I have to go get the key from my father.
Oh man, good vibes.
I don't like carrot cake 3 because it is orange exclamation mark ... What? Why that look?
What? It's not orange. If it's orange, you put too much carrot in it. Should have like a brown orangey texture with little bits of carrots in it. I know. Thank you. We'll get to the numbers. Carrot cake has always been good. Yo. So, basically, I want to say almost a half of it was yogurt. The other almost half was cottage cheese. There was like an allspice we put in there, a little bit of cinnamon, clove, ginger, and a bunch of crumbled up graham crackers, and a cream cheese icing. We just tossed it all in there. We blended it up, and we let it freeze, and boom, it was good. Oh, no. A couple of spoonfuls of carrot baby food. Because, you know, I'm not the type of person to be sitting there blending carrots, cutting them up like a chump. I don't got that kind of time, all right? Let the corporations mince my carrots for me so I can have my little Gerber, okay? And I just put a couple of spoonfuls of that in there, and boom, there you go. No, it worked out. Yeah, that's where the carrot came from. I'm not sitting there making fresh carrot crap. I'm not doing it. And then afterwards, after we blended it, we mixed in some raisins, and then it was almost perfect. Raisins kind of mess with the consistency of the smoothness, but it was all right. It's all right. Put the carrots in a food processor or blender? No, that's cleaning. I don't do that. No. Dude, I need maximized efficiency for my work day. I work so much every day. I do not want to spend time meal prepping. I don't do that. Let Lean Cuisine meal prep for me, all right? I don't got time for that. Let's see. Raisins. You killed it. What's wrong with raisins? God. Let me get the thing there, because I gotta get the other tab open if I'm gonna discuss this. Let's see. Boop. There it is. There's the number. Okay, here's the story. Here's the number story. It will instill fear and fright and make you scratch your head and wonder, what is going on with the education system? How do these people even get into the workforce? Oh, God. We got to go to UPS, right? Yeah, everybody knows UPS. We gotta send something. We got to return a thing, right? So we're there with our little QR code, waiting a bit for it to be scanned so I can return the garbage that doesn't work, right? So we're there. Here's the thing. Here's the other thing. We had a little polite moment, right? We're walking there. We see this guy unpacking his car with this huge box. You know, huge box, stuff like that. They're still working on it, taping it up outside, but, you know, I know they're going to need help opening the door, right? So I get in there. I'm online with this huge line of people. Something's being held up there, right? So we got this huge line at UPS. In the corner of my eye, I'm keeping an eye on this guy who's going to need help opening the door when he gets his crap together. Okay, still online. Guy shows up, right? I open the door for him. You know, he's all appreciative of everything, but then proceeds to just walk in front of me and then just basically cut in front of me in line. I don't say anything. Whatever. You know, we're all waiting. I'm going to be waiting there forever. Just an example of somebody being totally unobservant, whereas I had the forethought to notice that he was struggling with a package, waited, kept an eye out for him to open the door and then have him walk right in front of me. Just saying. But that's not the stupid part. That's just the added example. Now, the stupid part is the line's getting longer. It's literally going out the door. And I'm looking, I'm like, what the hell is going on here? What's going on? What is it? What is it? Okay. And I hate to be this person, but the two people at the register, young, shiny new kids, summer job, I suppose. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I'm looking at this thing. Yo, this guy's just trying to send out an envelope, right? Envelope. You know, so they're looking at this envelope. They keep typing in the number. This address isn't right. They keep typing it in. I don't know what's going on here. This is weird. What's going on? They call the other person over, a younger person. They're I don't know why this isn't working. What's going on? Okay, here's the problem. Here's what the problem was, chat. The number 7. The number 7. Okay? Because apparently there was a 7 in the zip code. These people, 2 of them, kept putting in either F or T in the zip code. F or T. They were like, well, I don't know. It's not a T. Well, I mean, it might be an F. Maybe let's keep trying F. Okay, because it had the line through it. A lot of people don't do that anymore. I'll give them that. I'll give them that. A lot of people don't do the line through the 7. I get it. However, yes, it is a zip code. How are letters working in a zip code? Unless this letter is going into the UK, where they actually do have, like in Europe, there's like an LH5, whatever, blah, blah, blah kind of thing. All right, my dude. So I'm sitting there, and there's 2 people trying to decipher this ancient text. Like they're looking for a codex to, figure out what this means. And it wasn't until somebody in their 40s, the 40s, a person who works there, I guess assistant manager, he goes over there and he's just like, that's a 7. That's a 7. That's a 7. And this is like 15 minutes. 15 minutes. My dude, even if you don't know what this is, you could have Google lensed it. And it'd be like, oh, damn, that's a 7. I've never seen 7 that way. So this older guy had to, decipher this text, and then, it worked. That's a 7? Wow. It looked like the F. Well, it looked like a T to me. One almost got like slightly defiant in their lack of numerical knowledge. Still looks like a T to me. Yes, it's 10T. Yes, that's what the zip code is.
The T is not working. We are going to call Georgios Nukalos to decipher this.
Exactly. So I'm sitting there, right? Standing there, actually. Boop. Why do they vanish and come back? Okay, so we're all standing there, and we're just, Other people didn't care because they're on their phone. So you could keep them there for an hour, and they'll just, scroll their life away and be fine with it. So I'm like... And then a manager, the Menahe, who in their infinite wisdom said, oh, wow, there's a line here. So they start up the other computer and they're like, yeah, if anybody's doing a return with a QR code, the system's down. Everybody leaves. Literally everybody, including the guy with the big box that cut in front of me. So basically, we all stood there for like 15, 20 minutes while some... what the hell ever, didn't know the 7 was a 7, thought it was a T or an F, held up the line for eternity just to tell us, no, system's down. Yeah, maybe because this one kept putting a freaking F in a zip code and it crashed the system. What the hell? Yeah, so I got to go back eventually at some point. Like, what? Like, and nobody online could have just been like, yeah, guys, this is going to take a bit, but if you're here for a QR code thing, No, the other person didn't even open up another register. They were too busy trying to figure out whether it was a T or an F when it was a 7. And I'm like, oh my God. See, this is this is the future, chat. This is the future. All right? All right? This one little letter is going to destroy the entirety of the universe. You don't even really know. You don't know. Number T, number F. It will destroy. Oh my God. It was a zip code. It was a zip code. So, yeah, that was my day. Dude, it was unbelievable to me.
So, who is ready to let the octopi take over and give this a try? Let them have a go.
Right? They'll be able to figure it out. Dude, it was scary. It was scary. You know, because I always hear stories of people being like, nah, man, you don't really like, you know, we're on the teacher's Reddit thing. We're just like, nah, man, kids don't know what the hell's going on. Brr, 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 brr. Go.
Never mind that zip codes in the US have no letters.
Yeah, I know that, but that's what I was saying. It's like maybe they've never written out a zip code. You know, their address is probably auto-filled and they don't even know it. You know, that's the problem with autofill. It's like nobody remembers anything. Yeah. Even if it's an F, it's the wrong way around. Yeah, well, you know, also when you see statistics that like, you know, there's a gross amount of illiterate people in the country, it's not helping. How'd they get the job? What if I guess their social security number doesn't have a 7 in it? No, it's a OFT. Like what? God, so hungry. Eat something. You were literally at a place that had food. What's the problem? The autofill isn't working, right? No, but that was like one of those first examples where I actually encountered it firsthand, and I'm just like, you know, I would say the foamy part of us really just wanted to just be like, oh my God, like literally get off the line and be like, are you kidding me? Like, I would like to see your manager because they're the only one that deals with, you know, hieroglyphics.
What you mean illiterate? I know who my daddy is.
Yeah, what you mean illiterate? Oh God. Exactly. No, but no, that's scary. And granted, again, I'll benefit of the doubt. Here's the thing: a lot of people don't write the number 7 this way. That it is a little old worldy. It's a little old worldy, and when I say old worldy, I'm talking like 20 years ago, maybe 25. All right. So you know, you're a younger person, and you're maybe 22. You ain't probably not seeing this. You know, but logical deduction in a zip code, you'd probably be like, yeah, this is probably a 7. Probably a 7. I'm going to go with 7 and see if it verifies the address instead of constantly typing in T or F and wondering what's wrong. That was the main problem, you realize. They were trying to verify the address and it just wouldn't do it. It wouldn't do it. I wonder why. So, yeah. I mean, you know, at a certain point, it's like I'll forgive half of it because, you know, people just generally don't see it. The other half of not being able to logically piece together what a zip code is, that bothers me. You know? I'm sure there's other fancy ways of writing numbers that people don't, like, generally use anymore, but you can, yeah, it's a zip code! All right. Good. Yeah, clearly that's a British pound sign, right? What a Y? It'll be like, oh, it's in yen. No, it's not. That's just the letter Y. It's not in yen. You've been watching too much anime. No, it's yen. Shut up. It's a Y. If someone really learned math, they would find the cross zero. Yeah, to cross the zero in there. Yeah.
I'm now on the bus, so I should get there by maybe 1:30 if it's fast enough. P.S. I effing hate ADs.
Hey, yeah, but you know, you'll get there. Good luck. Nice. Let's see. 3, 4 is 12. Carry the F. Multiplied by T. God, clearly they must not do their own taxes. There's no way. Hey, I'm getting $100 back. Go. Good. What the hell is $100? I know, it's better than $100. Get out. Never divide by 0. See, or O. Yeah. That used to be a problem back in the day when you'd get like product codes and you didn't know whether it was a 0 or the letter O. That I get. If they didn't put the line or the dot in the 0 or whatever, you'd be like, you know, especially if the font was very similar, you know. Good. Unbelievable. Wow. Card battle. That's still an issue. They haven't fixed that. I lurk a lot. You got to roll. Equal to or greater than 13. Piece of dude. Card battle. Exclamation roll. Hurry, I need coffee. Oh no, exclamation, not question. There are too many font types. 6. No. No. You ordered pizza and it showed up late and I don't know. I don't have an analogy for that. Didn't work. You tried. Pizza Guy. Yeah, you know, AI animates everything, so they actually don't look terrible. What? What am I going to do? Coffee. That's what I forgot. Boom. Let's see. Lost Pixie 1. Nice. Yeah, a lot of pumpkin rotation. Pretty good.
Building my next card battle.
Wow. Card battle. There you go. Thank you. Too much pumpkin cards. What? I'll drink water. I don't have a hotkey for water cards. Hope you're happy. All right, well, this can go. A spicy card. Come on, get out of here. Oh, they're just hanging out in bed. Okay. Come on, dude. It's summertime. You never know what's going to pop up. This one's good, though. Look, it's all dark. It's cool. All right, whatever. Boop, boop. Where do we leave off? Doing a slash roll. That would make sense, though, because it's command. Too much pumpkin cards, bro. Red eyes must be good coffee. Where do we leave off? Experimenter! They won. Oh, let me check my bingo card. What do we got? What we got? Hey, all right, there you go. I was waiting for a spicy. There you go. Nice. Cool. That's me. Coming in 3, 2, 1. Boom.
Creates cards with Booboss. Doesn't let chat CM. Person face bombing emoji.
Come on, I gotta, you know, I don't know what's out there, you know? It's if somebody vetted the cards before just dumping them in a folder, you're lucky there hasn't been a boob leakage or something, you know, or one pops out or something. You use the prompt no nudity, no nude, no naked, no. Okay, I guess that works. Sometimes, I mean, still, it's very. Some of them are very hippie, you know. Let's see. Wardrobe malfunction. There you go. That's it, and it still does. Yeah. Pop. Dude, that 7 still bothers me, but okay. Yeah, or not safe for. Yeah, no, not safe for work. Or you can put safe for work. The prompts, man. And even then, it's like, no, did you mean boob? No, I did not mean boob. I did not. Excuses. That's the best part of living. It's an excuse to do whatever you want. Boop. Like go through the days and learn about the number 7. Oh, God. What a nightmare. Oh, we got to go through the days. You know, it was actually difficult to find a decent picture of the number 7 that looks like this. Don't ask me why. All right, where do we go? We'll get through that. All right, we got days, chat. Let's see what days it is. International Day of Human Spaceflight. Humans. There we go. Because we had the Artemis thing go down there, and everyone's safe, and we got to see pictures of the moon. We got the brightest, best pictures of the moon ever recorded by human. All right? Space. 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 There you go. Grilled Cheese Day. Really? Grilled Cheese Day. Yuri's Night. Why does that sound like an anime? Is that an anime? No? Okay. This is where my brain is right now. It's like, no, it's got something to do with space or something. All right, whatever. I'm like, Yuri's Night, a slice of life anime where during one night, during the blah, blah, blah festival, there's always a festival. Japan's always got a festival, and there's always an anime revolving around it. You know? During the fill-in-the-blank festival, Yuri, for one night, spends time with, on a project with her, crush in school, and, they learn to do whatever, blah, blah, blah. Watch Yuri's Night. The whole 4 episodes. National Big Win Day. So I guess we have to eat beans beforehand? What else we got? National Licorice Day. Licorice? A lot of people hate licorice. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people don't like it. I don't know why. Fart Day? Yes. Let's see. National Grilled Cheese Sandwich Day. We already got Grilled Cheese Day up here. Why are you doubling down? Grilled Cheese Day automatically means sandwich. Nobody's just sitting there grilling a piece of cheese and then scraping it off and putting it in their mouth. You got to have bread. Come on. Orthodox Easter. They already came back from the dead. You're making them do it again? Orthodox over here. Do it again. Do it again next Sunday. Next Sunday, limited engagement. An encore presentation. Children's Day. Yeah. Coptic Easter. What the hell's Coptic Easter? That's where they put him in a helicopter? That's where they get real showy. Fireworks go off, and it's just like, he comes out of the tomb in a helicopter. Coptic, I don't know. I really don't know what it is. Coptic is Catholic rite. See, I don't know these things. Ethiopian Easter. There's so many Easters. I thought we just had one. Walk on your wild side day. Right, you want me to go to jail, don't you? World Hamster Day. It's World Hamster Day. What's up? Blue Moon High. What's up? Boo, 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 boo. What? Deskfist Day? I guess that's eating at your desk on a Sunday. Pretzel Sunday. There you go. Ooh, Luxembourg. National Only Child Day. Yeah, way to single them out. All right. I'm going to go with Pretzel and Grilled Cheese Day. But here's what, I'm gonna one up both of these holidays, where instead of using bread, you're gonna put the cheese in between, the grilled cheese in between 2 pretzels. All right, there you go. Nice. What, dude? Grilled cheese pretzel sandwich. Who's not doing that? Boop. All right, what else we got here? Oh yeah, we already did this. Boop. Marvel Rivals aims to become moving anime experience. Why do we need an anime out of this? Everything's turning anime right now. I know. Hey, here's the thing. If you're into anime, you're like, oh, cool, more anime. At a certain point, you're going to be like, can we stop doing anime? Because now everything's going to be anime. I don't want everything to be anime. No. Anime is something Japan does. All right? Just, we have our own industry of animation that we're neglecting. Not the first anime Marvel, though. Yeah, I mean, DC had one. Marvel's got them. It's like, everything is just going to be, Astrock, how you doing? It's just going to keep going. And it's like, I don't know. I really want Western countries to have their own animation style and not have everything get homogenized to like a Disney Pixar kind of thing that we're all used to. And we're just like, oh, good, another Disney Pixar thing. Whoop-de-doo, you know? So it's kind of like I really would like to just Maybe. Come on, man. We had cool freaking things, the 80s, 90s. Everything had a cool little animation style, man. But Western animation on TV sucks. Well, maybe we gotta get good, you know? That's the thing. Boom. Naughty Dog working on new Uncharted game, it's claimed. All right, we might be getting a new Uncharted, which I think would be a good thing. Dude, we haven't had an Uncharted in a while, right? They're just making heroes fight. Stanley will be rolling his grave now. I'm sure there's going to be some kind of thing to it where it's like, I don't even think Marvel Rivals is just going to be as an anime. They got to have some story. It's not like, what, Cyclops and Wolverine get pissed off at each other?
Destroy them all with kawaii hugs
We got a
and
raid!
tricks.
Orc Skull! Hi! Welcome! Welcome, Raiders! Here, have some candy. See, and y'all helped out Bingo. Boom. We're going through the news. What? I know. We just that's what we do here. We talk a lot. We go through news. Do-do-do-do-do-do. And I hope you're doing well. Also, I get to show off my baseball bat. Brr. Huh. I got my bat, chat. Just in case some new ne'er-do-wells. What's up? Orc Skull, hi. Thank you for the raid. Hope you're doing well. Like, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to send you over to the crazy pumpkin with a baseball bat. Yeah. You better keep in line, bro. Here. Can we put barbed wire on this so I could be like the dude from Walking Dead? You know? I have to get the cool accent and stuff. Be like, well, you know, like, yeah, come on. It'd be kind of cool. No? Stanley wouldn't care. He wanted Marvel to be more toyetic back in the 80s. Toyetic? That's a term? What the hell does the term toyetic mean? Really? Toyetic? So what? Like you're just going to hand over Marvel storylines to a 6-year-old and say, "Yeah, go play"? I'm having too much fun with this bat though, and I'm just waving it around. No, I got my bat hand going now. I got to swing it around. But like, all right, pretty good, right? What's up? Little pig. What? Do that dip. Dip what? What am I dipping? Dip chips? Like Civil War? Oh, yeah, I guess they could do a Civil War thing. Everyone complains about stuff, but there's a bigger evil that they all have to worry about, you know, and get back to being better people and derp. You know, what they usually do. Now, let's get this back to normal. All right, bat to normal. Okay. Let's see. Toyetic means make something marketable for toys. G.I. Joe is very toyetic. Okay. Is that what we need to do? Be more toyetic? I feel like that's just a smaller version of a Toyota. You know? New from Toyota. The Toyetic. Fits you and a cat. That's it. Trunk space doesn't exist. Motor, it's basically 2 mice. Toyetic. Coming soon from Toyota. What's up? Event called PG Bad Pun. How's that a bad pun? How's that bad pun? No, every time I hold a bat, I feel like my testosterone levels go up, you know? All right, let me put this down. God. All right, we're back. PG's mean with a bat. Yeah. What? It's kind of like, this is why, no. Don't give me weapons then. Blame Bloody Angel. Yeah. Do I have to print barbed wire now? No, you know, I'll use some old staplers and paper clips and just wrap it around. I could probably do that, right? Yeah, just hot glue gun that crap. Yeah. You know, that thing's going to just stick to my head. I'm going to hit myself so much, I'm going to be like stuck to it. Be like, oh, God. It's brought up on G.I. Joe F2, what because Etsy nostalgia. Yeah, dude, I used to really like G.I. Joe figures. That was the first, that was my first introduction to being Frankenstein. Because the cool thing about old G.I. Joe figures, right? You know, the little ones, not the big taller ones. The ones from the 80s. There was a singular screw. You could basically take them apart and change all the body parts over there. You know? Dude, you could put, Snake Eye's head on Storm Shadow, and then you could take, their legs from another character. Just, dude, it was awesome. I loved it. You know? Dude, it was what? Right to repair. I was be able to repair my toys when the rubber bands broke on the inside. That's what kept them all jankly and weird. Yeah. Hey, Ninja One, nice. Transformers animated movie killed off so many sake of a new toy line. Yeah, I watched that relatively recently in the last, I think, what, 6 years or something like that, and I was like, what the hell is going on here? Like, I was like, oh my god, yeah, they're just like, yeah, no, destroy everybody. We got a new toy line. G.I. Joe Transformers, what a mashup. Yeah, dude, they had a comic book of that. That was cool. I think they did that again too, and I think they're trying to make a movie. I'm not even joking about that. Knowing is half the battle. Knowing is half of nothing. So I gotta get PG. Go to the bat. What? Toyetic, bro. All right, let's get back to news. Welcome, new people. Hi. Boom. All right, there we go. So we got your Naughty Dog here working on the franchise that they just keep working on. What? I mean, I guess all right, as long as the story's good. Naughty Dog's usually all right. Boom. What else we got? Epic Games to release Arc Raiders style Disney game this year, because this is totally what we need. Isn't that going to cannibalize Fortnite, which is already kind of hurting on a gamership right now? After it laid off 1,000 employees, that's what you want to hear. Hey, the company that laid off 1,000 employees is going to work on a game.
I had a Barbie whose head broke off, but I continued playing with it, since it was a ballerina with posable arms and legs.
Nice, there you go. Well, that's the headless horseman version of it. Just a very, very sophisticated and graceful one. Epic planning Disney theme. Thank you. The themed Arc Raiders like shooter. With who? Why Disney? Why are you getting so violent? Are we gonna have the Little Mermaid just like using a rocket launcher on Buzz Lightyear? Like, what's happening here? Epic is reportedly banking on its comeback coming from games developed in partnership with Disney. Disney invested $1.5 billion in Epic 2 years ago. This Disney collaboration will produce at least 2 additional games. Wow. What a deal. You're getting 2 games for $1.5 billion. Are they kidding me? Disney, why do you have so much money, and can you give me some? We remain focused on our long-term collaboration with Epic, which continues to have strong momentum, and our work to build a transformational games and entertainment universe remains unchanged. Yeah, tell that to Disney Infinity. Yeah, that worked out well. Yeah, I have total faith in your ability to keep games afloat. Bothers me. Ugh, $1.5 million. Insider Game will continue to provide news. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know what this is going to be Arc Raiders like. I mean, I don't know. Disney's not known for shooters. But then I don't know if they're making just a brand new IP altogether, or they're just dumping their or are they just dumping all their Disney characters into something like that? That's what I don't know. I mean, it could just be a brand new game, but who knows? Need a classic Disney style Foamy. I feel like that'd be too rated G for the squirrel. Boom. All right, what else is going on here? Amazon Luna makes major changes that impact all users. Oh God, they have users? Hold on. Amazon's making changes. Okay, starting April 10th, Beverly Hills is no longer offering game stores. What do you mean not off? That's the whole thing. Individual game purchases or third-party subscription, the company says it's being done based on feedback from players. Wait, players told Amazon we don't need game stores? That's like telling Steam, you know what? We don't need Steam to buy games. Wait, what does this even mean? At Amazon, we're always looking for ways to better serve our players by, not having a storefront. The company said your feedback has been clear. You want easy access to great games, more social. Nobody wants social experiences. Okay? The internet, if the internet has taught me anything, the more social you are on it, the less you want to be social on it. So that emails went now even less interest in Luna. All right. A steady flow of new content for developers you know and love. As our library continues to grow, more of that content is available to Prime members, and that's where we're focusing our future. Speaking of Prime, if you do have Amazon Prime, did you know you actually get a Twitch Prime sub that you can use at any channel? And since you're already here, you might as well use it. Just saying. Let's see. Actually, if you don't use it here, use it somewhere because it's literally free money for streamers, and you're already paying for it. So, looking at the specific changes, okay, a la carte game purchases. Okay, I thought that was a thing where you could just buy the games instead of having a subscription. Bring your own library is no longer supported. Oh, flip you, man. No, because here's the thing. GOG used to give us a bunch of games that would actually be tied to the Amazon thing, and then you could actually stream those. Like, it would literally let you do that. Like, I don't know if those are still going to work now. Ubisoft and Jackbox games subscriptions have been discontinued. Third-party game stores such as Ubisoft, GOG, and EA are being removed from Luna. So what? You don't have to go through... Wait, so they're getting rid of other game stores for their game store? Are you telling me... what? Because here's the thing. I've never shopped on Luna. Like, they give you games with Amazon Prime, and it's just like, yeah. Like, GOG's the thing, man, because it's just like, that's where I got games from. And they're like, oh, you can just stream it on Luna, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, that's cool, So, So you would have to go into another store when you went to their store to buy games. Wait, even the games you own are leaving Amazon Luna. It's not just about these features being removed from Luna services. Even games that have been purchased are being removed from the platform. Why? Why are we doing this, Amazon? After June 10th, 2026, any games you may have purchased through a third-party store via Luna will no longer be playable. You'll have to go through the proper third-party platform to continue playing. Oh, my God. Well, I'm glad I haven't used Luna a lot, because then I'd be all bent out of shape that I can't play the games that I had. But if you have a Ubisoft Plus or Jackbox Catacomb subscription, purchases through Luna, it will renew one final time before being automatically canceled. Well, they could screw you at least one more time. That's nice of them. If you want to keep it, you're going to have to go through the channels to sign back up. Oh, my God. Luna's trying to do their own games. In the past, they were just point-and-click stuff. They think the game devs now. Yeah. I mean, The thing is, like, Amazon tried, what was it, New World, and that just, they kept it afloat for a bit, and people seem to like it, but they're like, yeah, it's not cost-effective, and they're just getting rid of it now. So that's going to be discontinued if it hasn't even been, or unsupported, and I don't even know what's going to happen with that. Let's see. For those who have been utilizing the Bring Your Own Library feature, that will be removed on June 3rd. Great. Because you know what? You could have hooked up your Epic library with it, your GOG library and other things, and it would just, I'm not even joking, it would just work. Like, it would just boot up the game and you'd start playing. And I'm like, damn, this is actually pretty cool. So now less options. Great. Finally, if you have save data you want to download or bring over to where your games will be, you can do that. However, that will only be available for a 90-day period after June 10th. Oh, my God. What do you think of the changes? I already said. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Like, what the hell, man? No, because can we just own our things? And, if this is the service that we're getting with Amazon, it should just work, bro. Come on, Luna. I literally, when I tried it out, I was actually pretty impressed. The latency was good. The quality of video was good. It was fairly impressive. And when I had access to my GOG stuff and Epic stuff, I was like, oh, wow, all right, this is kind of cool, But I guess because I didn't really have to buy anything from them, they're not really making any money. So the business aspect, I'm like, yeah, I get it. Basically, you have a streaming service that everyone who got free games is now using, causing a, strain on your servers. But, it's kind of, Yeah. I know Luna's in like basically all the Amazon TVs. You just any controller will Bluetooth with it, and it works. I mean, a connection we were doing over wireless, and it was still pretty decent. Yeah, boop. But that's dead. Boop. All right. This thing. Hey, are you a sneakerhead? Do you collect sneakers? Do you collect sneakers and never wear them? Guess what? You got to wear them because then they start disintegrating. Literally, look at this. This thing just disintegrated like it got Thanos snapped. Shoo-dow. Look at that. Boo-boo-boo-boo-doo. Jubadabadoo. Look at that. Dude, this is actually, that's not good. That's not a good sign. I don't want to be walking around on, gone. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, so apparently there's a term for that, and it's called hydrolysis. It is a chemical breakdown of the PU polymer and the resulting physical breakdown and crumbling of the PU sole by the attack of water, usually in vapor form, occurring over a period of several years, even when the shoes are in store. The process is accelerated by warmth and humidity. They say literally the best way to prevent this from happening is to actually use those sneakers that you think are worth a lot of money and wear them. You have to wear them. Okay? You have to wear them. I know you're collectors and you don't want to, but this is worse, okay? Don't worry about the handful of scuffins that you get, okay? Because this is literally going to be just Christmas dust. This is bad. You have to wear the shoes because then that foam compresses and expands. It exercises, that kind of thing. Looking at the color design wouldn't be what? Going to be a better sneaker? Yeah, I mean, but it's kind of like just a heads up to people who actually collect these things. Because a lot of people do. A lot of scalpers went out of their way to get stuff, and then people overpaid for them, and now they're going to be left with basically dust shoes. Yeah. Did not know that was a thing because every shoe I've ever bought, I've worn until it basically disintegrated like this, but at least I wore them. You know what I'm saying? Some are worth a lot. Not if they don't take care of them, because then this happens. That's crazy. Boop. I know there are some very expensive. Oh, this other thing that ticked me off. Look at this. Doki Doki Literature Club suddenly removed from Google Play Store. The decision arrived months after its iOS and Android launch. Yo, anybody play Doki Doki? People know Doki Doki Doki. Doki Doki Doki. All right. Yo. They just took it off the marketplace for apparently sensitive material. Sensitive material? Dude. What? No, Doki Doki Literature Club. It was a visual novel. I would say watch it. Watch a trailer for it or something. I'm not playing here. I always get in trouble every time I do that. It's a game. We actually got it. We played some of it. We didn't get all through it, but we know the story. And I don't want to spoil anything. But it does get dark and gritty, and it has this nice sheen of this super anime, visual novel, and then things get dark. But apparently, look at that. Let's see. Doki Doki Literature Club became a viral hit after it launched on PC in 2017. Its visual novel narrative garnered attention online, not only thanks to the characters like Sayori, Yuri, Natsuki, and, of course, Monica. But for a mid-game twist, blah, 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 not saying anything. Doki Doki Literature Club established, blah, blah, blah. Okay. In the meantime, what was the thing? We worked hard to bring Doki Doki Literature Club to Android. We've gotten to see much, blah, blah, blah. All right. I want to know that basically, warning. Yeah. So I'm not, here's the thing. Slippery slope, right? Slippery slope. Is because here's the thing, if you've played this game or know of the game, there's no nudity in it, there's no weird stuff, but all right, there's kind of weird stuff, but it basically deals with like mental things, I'd say self-harm and stuff like that, all the wholesome stuff you get in a video game. But here's the thing, on the Google Play Store and iOS, you can find a dozen other games where you're just blowing people up. You're doing all sorts of violent things and stuff like that. And then this game that's got a story and stuff, it seems to be getting singled out here. You know? It remains available to purchase on other platforms, including iOS, Nintendo Switch, and the PlayStation Store. And PC. You can buy it on PC. All the wholesome. Yeah. Here's the thing, man. It's just like, what? No, but at what point does a video game, I guess, cross the line? The message says Google communicated its depiction of sensitive themes. So basically, probably the self-harmy things and stuff like that. It's a game. There's literally a huge warning in front of it. For people at Google who approved this and ran it through, they read the warning. That's the first thing that pops up when you play the game. As does this happen with numerous other games. So for some reason, this one got singled out, and hopefully it'll get fixed. Yeah, it's too real for the Google Play Store. I'm sure there's somebody on the internet who scoured the Google Play Store and was like, yeah, this is worse, this is worse, this is worse, this is worse, and this is worse. I don't know. Slippery slope. Boop. Look, benchmarking NVIDIA's RTX neural texture compression tech that can reduce VRAM usage by over 80%. I know a lot of people don't like the DLSS 5, right? But look at this. Look at this compression rate. Look at all that texture and stuff. Look at it. Both of them are 970 megabytes. You're getting a lot more texture out of this. All right? You're getting a lot more texture out of this. This is going to be good. This is going to be good because now devs can put all the texture they want in there and it's going to look beautiful. And it's not going to be a huge game. So yeah, say goodbye to those 100 gig downloads because you got paper plates and little wicker placeholders, Yeah, great. Now NVIDIA can ship 4 gigabyte video cards again, right? Yeah. But that's kind of cool, man. I like that. I like when they make the check more efficient. So hopefully it'll roll out soon. Gimme. Benchmark and analyze, blah, blah, blah. Oh, so it's already out. Is this sound like cards that I just can't afford? Yeah, the 50 series. RTX 50 series. Yeah, forget it. I can't do anything with that. I don't got one. I'm not going to be able to afford one until prices come down. Boop. Starfield free lanes update from interplanetary travel to improved customization. Here's the 5 biggest changes coming. That's RPG today, bro. Okay. I'm at the point where, in life where gaming news doesn't excite me. Give me actual AI news. I want my AI, GPUs already. Well, that's what the 50 series is. That's basically like AI assisted. It's not like actual hardware. It's more of a software efficiency thing. But then we had the DLSS 5 that everyone complained about. So, that's going to be on the back burner because, AI equals bad now. So it's going to take a while. So there's a bunch of Starfield updates, which I guess are good because, of course, Dawn already finished the game. This is the thing about Bethesda games. I feel like everyone's, like a Bethesda game comes out, you wait like 2 years and then go play it. Because that's when they do all the updates, right? Interplanetary travel between systems. Imagine that in a space game. AI was on a 50 series. There you go. So basically there's that. More variation. That was cat hair. Let me get some coffee or something. Yeah. All right, that's a little bit better. All right, more variation. The poise. Point of interest. All right, so you get some more variations to your poise there. What have we got? You got outpost environments. Yay. All right, whatever. Didn't modders all do this? X-Tech resources for finer upgrades. I guess, or whatever. What else we got? A more compelling New Game Plus. Ooh, more compelling. Oh, okay. So you got New Game Plus. It's going to be more compelling. NVIDIA has had Tensor Core since RTX 20. Reminds me of the Morrowind. What, new inclusions? Been too long. There you go. So, I don't know. Go play that, I guess, if you need to. Microsoft forgot to include batteries with its Xbox controllers for over 4 months. Those affected can claim a free rechargeable battery pack instead. Look at that, dude. Free rechargeable battery pack? Yeah, so, yeah, apparently this had no batteries. Did anybody even know that this is the Energizer Rabbit mascot, like from back in the day? I don't even know if they still use it. But, yeah, putting a rabbit with the did somebody AI this? Did you not know what that is? Like, all right, whatever. Yeah, can you imagine, dude, for 4 months, nobody noticed? Hey, you know, we're sending out 1 million controllers, but, you know, we don't have 2 million batteries. Yeah, whatever. Like, what? Xbox controllers have used a simple set of AA batteries for wireless connection ever since the 360. Okay, blah, 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 blah. No batteries. So, yeah. Whatever. Boop. All right. I love this. Look at this. The shuffle is not random. Thank you. Spotify's patents show how the recommendation engine works. Okay, here's the problem with that. Nobody should be patenting a shuffle. Shuffle should not be patentable. It's random, which isn't random now, apparently. It is ridiculous. Here's the thing. I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. If you want a good random system, you make a random system that looks at your playlist, plays them randomly, and keeps track of what it's already played so it doesn't play it again. Simple. I'm sure that's simple coding. Should I patent that? I'm patenting it right here with my mouth hole. All right, there you go. It's mine. Give me money now. Dude, that is ridiculous. That's ridiculous. No, because everyone's complaint about random is that it keeps playing songs over and over and over again that they've already heard. And that's one of my complaints about random. It's like, oh, great, they're playing this again. Oh, great. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah. Both batteries company used bunnies as mascots in the 70s and 80s. Duracell used a rabbit. I know there was the one with the black cat on it. Was it like 9 volt or something? Or 9? Yeah, it was 9 lives, or I don't know what it was. Yeah, so this is ridiculous. I don't know how they get a patent for that. Hey, we're gonna randomly do stuff. Go.
Okay, Pumpkin. I got my Pop's keys so I can get my wallet and keys also in. Will you play some games?
I don't know. I have no idea. I got to go where my brain goes. My brain goes for news right now, and then animation later, and then probably a piece of cake, and then oxygen. Oxygen made from moon dust for first time. Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin says it's developed a reactor that can release breathable air from lunar soil. What? Bro, we can terraform the moon. All right, Elon, I know. Hey, here's the thing. I know you're like competitive with, the other people there. We're talking about Jeff here, right? All right, but here's the thing. Elon and Jeff, you guys got to work together. You send something up there, right? Yeah, next time you sending up people to the moon, right? You say, here, take this little reactor with you and start airing out the planet right now. All right? So this is what you do. You go do that. You talk to Jeff and you go, hey, you want me to send that up there to the moon there? You could be the one that terraforms it, and I'll be the one to get you there. All right? Breathable air. Breathable air. Dude, that is so cool. That's freaking science. All right? Well, yeah, I mean, we got to make an atmosphere for it somehow, right? But still. How many does it require? I don't know. I have no idea. I just saw this article. I didn't get into it because come on. It's a start. It's a step in the right direction of breathing in space. Space. They're working towards a moon base. Yeah, I figured that would be something that we're going to try to do as soon as possible. Boop. All right, 2 Japanese suppliers commit to keeping Blu-ray discs and drives in supply as major manufacturers exit domestic markets. All right. We're talking about the death knell here. The death, boom, yo, physical media. Okay, these companies are the only ones now supplying disk drives and crap like that because everybody else is like, no, physical media is a dwindling market. I guess we'll do something else. These people are like, no, physical media forever. All right? Yeah. Let me own my movies and anime. Exactly. All right, because here's the problem there. Here's the thing. If things went digital, like 100% digital, there's no physical media, right? I would not have a problem with buying digital content. 1, if the quality was equivalent. 2, if I actually owned it and I got to download it and it is my thing without DRM and all that other BS on it. Okay? Much like music. I got no problem buying digital music. I'm cool with that, but I want to own it. It's mine. I paid for it. I don't want to be tied to some subscription. I don't want a licensing issue happening. I don't want somebody to be like, nah, this isn't available anymore, so whatever, you can't have it. That kind of thing. DRM-free everything, okay? Because then what's going to happen? Here's the thing. I do buy physical stuff when I can. I actually do. And you know, if I want a digital copy, there's a way to have a digital backup and just, you know, watch it more conveniently if your Blu-ray player's on the fritz or something like that. You know, so it's just like, come on, man. You know, if everyone's moving away from this stuff. I don't know which ones are doing it though. But at least there are some companies there. They're doing, you know, Blu-ray discs, BDRs, in case you actually want physical media backup for stuff like that. You know, but just keep this in mind. It's only gonna go on for so long. So there was a particular time when we were seeing Blu-ray players in thrift stores for like $5 to $10, and we would pick them up when they were at reasonable prices just so we had them. You know, so we have like a handful of backups, but you know those aren't gonna last forever either. So eventually, at some point, we're just going to be searching for old disk drives to, you know, rip them somehow and all that other fun stuff. It's a sad state. Make all digital, free ad or actual physical stuff and push physical. I would love to do more physical stuff, but it's a daunting task, and a lot of places and people, like consumers, not for nothing, consumers don't even want to get up and put a disc in a disc player anymore. Like, that's the level of laziness we're at, where it's just like, no. And we watched a Blu-ray like a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, damn, the quality is so much better than a streaming service. It actually bothered me how much better it was. Eject tray, what does that mean? It's number F. Oh, God. Oh, look, naturally occurring bacteria completely eradicates tumors in mice with a single dose. All right, we're getting into good science stuff. Hopefully this will trickle down to human stuff, right? But apparently tumors can be gotten rid of with a single dose of a naturally occurring bacteria. That's pretty cool. I don't know. I'm always cautiously optimistic with stuff like this. It's always good news when you hear stuff like that, but when the hell do people get it? All right? When do people get it? Physical media has also been getting pricier over time. Yeah, well, the less manufacturers making it, it's always going to go up. Yeah. That's why, like with music and stuff, if somebody does a physical release, I will buy it. I will be like, yeah, because I know they're not going to make a lot of them and they're not going to keep them in print. It just doesn't happen anymore, you know? It's like back in the day, it's like, you know, oh, if Nirvana came out with an album, you know that thing they would keep pressing that thing until their eyes bled. You know, and now it's just like, yeah, here's a limited edition of like, you know, 2,000 copies. It's like, that's it. Boop. All right. America's favorite pizza toppings. This is according to whatever. It's a pizza pie chart. Pepperoni is America's favorite pizza topping. All right. Respondents were asked, what do you think about the following pizza toppings? And then showed a list of toppings they rated highest and asked which of these is your favorite topping. Percent of U.S. adult citizens who selected each topping as their favorite. Pepperoni. There you go. That's your classic right there. Then you got sausage, which I'm really surprised there's this much people like sausage on it. You know? Extra cheese? No, we just call that cheese. This isn't extra cheese in New York. This is just cheese, okay? Mushrooms. God. I figured chicken would be higher than sausage, but apparently it's not. Pineapple. You degenerates are over here, okay? See? I know, everybody's got their own taste. They just got to poke fun. Let's see, bacon. I cannot believe bacon and pineapple are tied. Yo, because here's the thing. You got chicken and bacon and put a little ranch on that? Oof. Yeah, where is anchovies? I didn't even see it. Peppers? Peppers a hit or miss. Meatballs. Meatballs, 3%. Onions? Okay, onions is kind of gross. Salami? No, I've actually had a really good pizza with olives. Oh. Fresh tomato. Really? People don't like this when you get the marguerite thing there. You know? Ham. A little bit of ham. Fresh garlic? Really? Hey, if you have a good sauce, there's got to be garlic in there. Fresh basil. What the hell is this? Jalapenos. Oh, God. What the hell is other? What is other? Just give me a list. You didn't see a pineapple jalapeno pizza at a spot last week? Huh. Weird. All right, well, pepperoni's your winner there, and then you got your sausage, your cheese, your mushrooms, your chicken, and then your pineapple. You all the way over here. And then back on. Back on. I kind of want pizza now, but, so, yeah. No, this is what people are thinking here in the States. There we go. Orion module has successfully landed safely back into Earth, making the end of a 9-day expedition around the far side of the moon. Look, there you go. Look at a picture. Look at that. That's pretty cool. All right, here's the thing. I know people are like, space. Especially, people are like, well, whatever, man. Yeah. Okay, this is the first time anybody's been up there since like 1972. Okay? This is the first time. This is the furthest out a human being has been in space ever in the history of human. Okay? They came all the way back down. This thing didn't explode. Nothing bad happened. And plop, they ended up here. All right? We literally threw a rock into space, had it go around the moon, and come back and land in water. Come on. I know a lot of, like, if you grew up with, like, Star Trek and Star Wars and stuff, this seems very unimpressive by sci-fi standards, but we're not in sci-fi standards yet. This is impressive merely because people were able to do it. Like, you can barely get people to drive properly now, okay? NASA did a good job, I'm just saying. It was like, what, 10 the last time it happened? Yep. So, I know, that's good. It's a good win for humanity, damn it. Card battle. All right, Mizell, you got to roll. Equal to or greater than 12. That's not winning. That's not winning. You tried to. You tried, and that's a win. Thank you. But there we go. Boom. Space. I think it's cool, I know, I was kind of like, when it launched and stuff, I'm like, all right, cool, yeah, whatever. And then it's like, I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, yeah, when you actually sit and ponder the grand scope of the achievement, it's pretty impressive. Yeah. Gaming. I don't know what's going on with gaming here. Well, what other tabs we got open? Boom. Weirdest device I am gaming on today. And what's an Intermech CV30 industrial computer playing beneath a steel sky on Scum VR? What the flip hell is this? Look at, what is that? I have never seen this in my entire life. This is such a cool, weird little device. Look at that. Is that just basically a little pocket computer? Man, that's so cool. Dude, I know what an Intermech is. I don't even know where you would get that. What operating system is this? That's kind of cool. Look, it's even got the F keys. Ah, nice. I don't think you realize how much I use the F keys. That's kind of cool. Somebody pressed enter over and over and over again. Yeah, well, they said it was industrial something or other, so I don't even know what that is. Stupid amount of, trial and error. Ah, there we go. I guess we got to zoom in to read this. It's taken a stupid amount of trial and error, but after a few hours, scrapping old downloads on archive.org and putzing? All right, putzing with the bizarre version of Windows Mobile 5.0 that this thing runs, I finally got it to do something fun. Play the classic point-and-click adventure beneath a steel sky in the amazing Scum VM. The VR is a wildly over-engineered, oversized, heavy, about 5 pounds, with the keyboard attached. Ruggedized Windows Mobile PDA for a device from 2006. It's pretty well equipped with 128 megs of RAM, 520 megahertz Intel X-Scale ARM processor, and both Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Wow. From 2006, Bluetooth? This is the weirdest USB implementation I've ever seen. A 15-pin D-sub plug. USB port is physically identical to the old VGA monitor plug. Oof. These things were designed for dangerous environments. One old brochure I found explicitly brags about its suitability for mounting to forklift dashboards. It's built like a freaking tank. You literally have to remove 6 screws and break a weather-tight seal just to access the SD slot. Man, why don't they make computers like this now? Holy crap. I don't want like a 30-pound computer, but that's impressive. Yeah. Right? This is like for the government. You're in a war zone and you need to play a point and click. Oh, God. I know. Cool. That's some cool modding. I know. That's pretty cool. Stuff like that amazes me. Boom. As an older gaming, seeing young kids waste their money on in-game purchases eats my soul. Yeah, I just had to throw that out there because I'm the same way. I know there's going to be a group of people that are out there who are of the age that when you got new skins, it's because you unlocked them through playthrough, you know? Got a Game Boy mug. What? The sorrow. Boom. GTA PC release rumored for February 2027 by former Rockstar staff. Okay, this is good, right? Abertrax. 8-1 bingo. Because GTA, essentially, when it launches, it's just going to be on consoles. Boo. Okay, come on. Because, you know, PC is going to be able to play it and handle it better than both the consoles, all right? So, but at least, you know, you don't got to wait long. So if it comes out September, you know what? They'll mess with all the settings and get rid of all the bugs.
Jim, really?
129 moons. Abertrax, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the continued support. It's a lot of support. Thank you. Dude, no, this is cool, man. At least it gives them like what? Around 6 months. Thanks for the follow. Reading, I appreciate. Thank you. No, so at least you get like I kind of want it. So it'll be what? So September, October, November, December. Yeah, about 6 months. 6 months later. So you can at least be like, all right, cool. At least they tried to, I guess, work out the bugs. I'm hoping. You better do that in 6 months, man. Don't make the modders do it. Yeah. First welcome with Jiggle. It's really small on my screen, so I don't know how jiggly it is. Boop. There we go. Y'all need to embrace your local libraries. Bro, this is a true. Look at this. Yo, Resident Evil, you can literally borrow this from the library. You know, games are expensive. Not at the library. Look at that, dude. They got it at the library, dude. I don't know how long they let you keep these games out, though. You know? But that's kind of cool. Yo, a lot of people don't notice if you go to a local library, some of them actually have video games. They got the video games. Yes. Okay, of course, mine doesn't, but still. And then the next picture, boom. Support your local libraries. Look at all the games they have. Holy crap. They even got board games. I don't know if all the pieces are going to be in there. But, dude, look at all these games. They got BioShock. They got Far Cry. Dude, this is like going into a GameStop where you could just take whatever you want off the shelf. Look at that. Dude, that's crazy. This is why we still got to have physical media. Oh, they got Blu-rays. Nice. All right, what? I got PlayStation. You got some Star Wars there. Look at that. Dude, go to the library, bro. Oh, look, they got Cuphead. Bro. Look, they got Pokemon. Nobody took out Pokemon? Wow. Cool. Look at having a little cart and everything. That's nice. Go to library. What language is the labels in? English. It looks English. Star Wars. Yeah. It looks all America. Well, English. I think so. Yeah. Oh, what's that say? Oh, this thing over there. Yeah, what is that? That's Polish? I don't know. Question mark. Shelves. There you go. Yeah, I'm not sure what language that is. Anybody know what consulate is? What is that? But yes, even local libraries in the States have games because we've seen them. No, we were in this particular town, and it was like, we never go there. And we're like, all right, let's see what the library has. And they had a bunch of games, and I'm like, oh, man. Finish? I don't know. I don't know, man. Check your libraries. Boom. What? Dude, it's like going to Blockbuster. You know, you got to bring them back at a certain time, but still. Goth guy problems. Look, man, it's still happening. It really look at this, man. Look, poor goth guy problems. Look at this. Goth guy problems. I'm a dude who loves goth, metal, and punk music, and likes some music from every genre. I dress gothic and wear makeup. However, I've gotten poser comments from fellow goths. Even though I love a bunch of stuff in the culture, my room is literally decorated with bones and other dark things. Also, I've been into alt-goth scene since about 13 years now. Starting when I was 10. 10? They're almost like OG goth now at this point. I've also got fellow goths say I don't act goth because I'm generally a cheerful, hyper-nerdy guy. What the hell is going on? Why there's so many gatekeepers in the scene? Okay, here's the thing. Because this is a problem, guys. This is a problem, all right? There's a problem. You may not realize it, but a lot of these little subgenres and these little subcultures are very gatekeepy, okay? They didn't always used to be, all right? They didn't always used to be. But, you know, as things evolve or devolve, depending on your perspective, a lot of people get very insularly, you know, minded, where they just want to keep to themselves, and they make their own little island, and they create this bubble, and they don't like anybody else near that bubble, and they start complaining about stuff. So usually when people they're associated with a particular kind of genre or pop culture or subculture or underground culture, that's a little dicey. That's a little dicey because a lot of people get very gatekeepy, and I don't know why. Because the whole concept of goth is more of the mind, not of the things you have. So I'm so glad I don't label myself. Yeah, it's kind of weird though. But if you are into like goth and stuff, especially if you've been doing it for like 13 years, it's got to be thoroughly disappointing to just like, you know, you meet other people and they're like, "Oh, you poser," and you're like, "Wait, what? What are you talking about?" You know. That would it'd be like being called an anime tourist. It's like, yeah, I like anime and stuff. You know all about it. And people are like, oh, you're just a tourist, man. you're just one of those anime tourists. And it's just like, bro, could you, whatever, man. Do you either want me to like anime or not? Like, I like it. If you don't like the things that I like, well, then go to hell. Like, we could either sit and talk about anime and you can expose me to new anime, or in this case, goth stuff, and we can have a civilized conversation about it. But I guess if I'm not good enough for you, then you know what? Go to hell. That's the most goth thing you can do, pretty much. I find that weird because, not for nothing, it wasn't until about 2008-ish where I started to notice it getting a bit gatekeepy. Like, and I've been around for a bit. So, like, it's, I used to just have chill conversations with everybody. And then I got a little bit more, I want to say, judgy, you know? And it's different. It's not like you're walking in there like a normie, you know, like, you know, Barbie type person going like, oh my God, I like the mascara, blah, 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 you know, that kind of thing. And you're just like, oh my God, it's one of those, you know. It's different. It's definitely different because the people are different. So, you know, hey, goth guy problems, you know what? It's not your problem, it's theirs. Like, literally. Move on. Don't worry about the people that don't accept you. Worry about the ones that do. Boom, boom, boom. I'm absolutely an anime tourist. Yeah, I never understood why the concept of, hey.
I once had someone gatekeep me in anime. Then I started to name anime from the 70s to 90. That shut them up real quick.
Right. And that's the other thing. It's like, well, why is the concept, thank you, of being an anime tourist so offensive to people? It's like, yeah, okay, so I randomly look at anime when it piques my interest. Is that a problem? Yeah, well, you're not really a hardcore fan. I don't want to be a hardcore fan of anything, okay? Here's the thing. I am neurodivergent enough to have many interests and not focus on one, okay? So you can stay in your lane and I'll just basically drive around all the lanes on the road and enjoy my life, okay? It's so ridiculous, right? Rolls eye, hear me out. Screw labels. I'm a person, not clothing. Exactly. It's so bizarre. It really is. But every genre kind of is like that. Even, you know, pre-internet, there'd be definitely a lot of people that would be like, hold on. Burp. God, there we go. A lot of people would be like, you know, if you're like into metal or if you're into rock or if you're into punk, it's like, you know, a lot of people who liked punk in say like the 90s, if they were into like Green Day or Blink-182, be like, well, you don't like real punk because you're not into Sex Pistols and Ramones. And then people would be like, oh, you like the Ramones and Sex Pistols. Oh, big surprise, man. What about, you know, whatever, DHI or, you know, what, bruh, you know, and they'd go into like these weird obscure punk bands that played one show at CBGB's in like 1977. And it'd be like, you don't know this band? I was like, yo, settle down. All right. You know? Like it gets DRI. Yeah, thank you. It gets really weird. Like, and you're just like, there's always going to be people like that because those are the people that define themselves by what they like as opposed to who they are, you know? And yeah, there's some spillover there where it's like, you know, what you like kind of defines who you are, but what you like shouldn't rule who you are. You know, like if you're like anime or you like goth stuff or whatever like that, it's like, yeah, you like that stuff. You like spooky crap, you like anime crap, that's fine. You know, but to define yourself by it is always a bad thing because then that's like, if somebody doesn't like certain aspects of it, then you're going to feel personally attacked, you know, and then it's just like, all right, here we go. And then you're agitated all the time. And then you look out for people who may or may not be into the stuff. And then you're going to be like, well, are they into the stuff as much as I am? And then you make it a competition. It's like, yo, just enjoy stuff, man. You know, I almost swore. So it gets ridiculous. You know, if you're a goth person, an anime thing, if you're a tourist, beautiful, you know, that's the whole thing. Tourists are a vital part of every economy. All right. So I don't know. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Who cares? That's the moral of the story. Ugh. No, it gets very tedious. All right. Boom. Anyone else miss Hot Topic, mostly catering to goth punk subcultures? I do. I definitely do. Okay? See, Hot Topic is more like the goth tourist right now. I'm just saying. They like kind of have stuff in there. Like they have a mild interest in it, but generally, yeah. Anyone else remember when Hot Topic was like the go-to place to find goth punk emo apparel? Like I remember pre-2010s, man. It had just about anything a goth could ask for. Plenty of band tees to choose from, but also lots of accessories, earring, necklaces, collars, etc. Now, since like 2013 or so, it's weird. That's kind of around the time when they stopped carrying Foamy merch. I don't know, coincidence? It seems to have drifted away from what it once was and caters more to the average consumer, but featuring more pop culture kind of merchandise, you know, like movie posters, t-shirts, like t-shirts that have Disney icons on them and all sorts of other anti-goth. I mean, it's not really anti-goth. It's not going out of its way to be anti-goth. It's just, it's not goth. Goth stuff around. I mean, I can't read.
I used to dress it. But I also realize goth is more a mindset than just a style of dress and music to listen to.
Yeah, there you go. Besides, buying goth clothes is expensive. Thank you. I mean, they still sell goth emo punk stuff. It's not like they have completely changed their persona or something. But yeah, now walking into a Hot Topic, it almost seems like a mall version of Macy's or Target or something. Let me know what everyone thinks, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you know, man, bro, Hot Topic used to be super, super, super cool. Like, I would go in there all the time. Anytime I would go into a mall, I'm like, going to Hot Topic. I get a coffee, going to Hot Topic. Get a coffee, go to Hot Topic. Yeah. That was my thing. I would just look at all the weird crap and crazy things and stuff. And you got to remember, go.
They used to sell your stuff.
They used to. They do not now. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, we had shirts and stuff and DVDs and all that fun stuff in there. And then it was just like, man, well, you know, I don't know. Probably said something that offended him. No, I think it went through the cycle for them, and they're just like, yeah, all right, whatever. This guy's not going to be doing this for 25 years, so whatever. But maybe it'll call us back during the nostalgia thing when people are like, I remember early internet when it was fun. Yeah, but it was super fun to go there, and you know, keep in mind we've been around for a long time, so like we got to go to Hot Topic when you walked in there. It looked like you walked into Tim Burton's closet. Like it was just everything was black, everything was darkness. Even a person behind a counter was super super gothy, you know, or punky or something like that. It was fun. And it's not like that was the only place that actually had stuff, because there was a lot of small stores that thrived in that. I don't know what it was about this like early to mid 90s, just niche of everything was super dark. Maybe because of The Crow, and then we had all the vampire movies and stuff like that. And people were like, oh yeah, cool, dark beer, you know. But I don't know, it's fun, and stuff does evolve or devolve depending on your point of view. And there's no way stuff like that is that niche ends up maintaining a presence like that.
Was it black number one?
Number 1 through 100. Like it had all the black. Such a great time. See? Ask Dark Dawn remembers. Ask Dark Dawn remembers. You were there. But like that's the whole weird thing about that is it's hard to just sustain a definite niche kind of market like that. And it wasn't niche at the time. It was like everything was like super dark and people were like, yeah, cool. Yeah. Because, dude, you had Nightmare Before Christmas, you had The Crow, you had like all these dark movies just hit mainstream and people were like, darkness. Yeah. And it literally built the whole store out of it. Like music was darker. People were more willing to experiment because it was during that, you know, grunge alternative music thing, and people would dig for actual darker stuff, you know? And it was just like, then it stopped. People were like, yeah. Like when I went to one Hot Topic ever. Yeah. I know. It ain't what it used to be. There used to be some awesome, just like non-Hot Topic, but gothic shops in New York City. Dude, there was like 3 of them that we went to. You just went in there. There was like different levels. You had your kind of gothic-y things. Then you had your death metal things that was like super gothic. Where like you walk in there, you're crossing a pentagram on the floor, and I'm like, oh God, what am I getting into? You know, that kind of thing. Like it was like, you know, there's upside down crosses in there. A guy behind a counter has got like a, you know, tattoo of some weird demon on his head, that kind of thing. And I'm just like, oh. Go.
Fuzib at Will Press, John.
Hey, what's up? How's it going? Hope you're doing well on this Sunday. Foamy and Hot Topic was great. We got to see the stuff in the shop. We didn't get out much, you know, but we at least went to one store and we got to see the shirts up there. We're like, hey, cool. I wanted to take a picture, but the person behind the counter was like, no pictures. Yeah, we didn't do the, do you know who we are kind of thing? We were just like, all right. But yeah, Foamy was in Hot Topic for, I think it was about like 2.5 years or so. Almost 3. Yeah. Then the company we were working with decided to put out a shirt we didn't approve, and we got a little bit out of shape about that. Yep. So yeah, I was a little miffed. So I'm just like, yeah, I think we're good here. There you go. Topic around 2012, the brony hotspot. Go.
I lived in a SH old town that only did top 40, only one radio station and one music shop.
Oh.
Thank gods for internet for getting music worth listening to.
Right? Dude, I couldn't imagine. Dude. No, you don't think about that, especially if you grew up in a city. You don't think about like areas that just had that one spot. You know, you go in there and it's like, all right, you got your Michael Jackson, your Taylor Swift, and whatever mumble rap person that actually put an album out. You know, it's like not a lot going on there. You're like, oh, thank God for the internet. Thank you. On top of where I bought the first 5 Foamy DVDs. Boom. There you go. Yeah, I think we had the first 5 seasons up there, right? I don't think we got to 6 in there. I know. Did Jermaine have a shirt? We have them, but I don't know if we made one. I think they were more focused on the squirrels. They were just like, squirrels, dude. We need more squirrels. Yeah. You'd be surprised how little you make from selling shirts on Hot Topic. Trust me. You couldn't even buy a car, okay? Let's see. Just Foamy was the other characters involved. There was a Foamy shirt, Pilz-E shirt. There was a Foamy wallet. We had some buttons out there, stuff like that. I don't know. There was a bunch of things, mostly squirrels. Yeah. Bump, bump, bump. I think backed into a van in a driveway. On the couch, it was a hitch cover. What are you doing? Watch where you're going. God. Don't watch the stream while you're driving. I don't have much money back then. Sorry. What? No, it's not you. It's just literally our cut of it was just, it was literal peanuts. You know, it was just like, Foamy wallet, take my money. We still have one. We got a couple of from Hot Topic merchy things because they would send us samples for us to approve, and then they stopped sending us samples, and then they just put stuff out, and I was a little bent out of shape about that. What, Foamy and Hot Topic, no monies? No, like you make like 50 to 70 cents a shirt. Like literally, I don't think people realize that when you sell a shirt in a store like that, most of that money is going towards manufacturing, distribution, the store itself, and then the person that actually existed and created the work to actually manifest that, you know, piece of apparel with the IP on it. Here's your 25 cents. Yeah. What's the link for the new shop? What is it? Exclamation merch. I should put them all out there. New one's Fourth Wall Shop. Because apparently Designed by Humans decided to not exist anymore. That bothered me too. No, literally, doing the on-demand stuff, we literally make more per shirt than we ever did in Hot Topic. And it's absolutely sad. Yeah. I thought you at least got $1. No. We got no dollar. No dollar. Where we actually made the money, we made some money on the DVDs because we made them and shipped them ourselves. Like we had them manufactured and we had them shipped and we did. That's where we cut it. We literally said, I'm cutting out the middleman because we saw what was going on with the shirts and we're just like, yeah, no, I can handle this. And they're like, wait, you can handle? I'm like, I can handle this. They're like, you know, a distributor? I'm like, no, I am going to send you these DVDs myself. They were very reluctant. But yeah, we cut out the middleman, and basically that we ended up making like, I think it was like $4 per sale, as opposed to the, I think, 75 cents we would have made through a distributor. So if you ever work with something like that, if there's something you could do yourself and cut out the distributor, that's how you're going to make some money. All right. Yeah. It's completely different. Like it's, I don't know where all this middleman money goes. It's silly. You know, and it's not like even DVDs back then. It's not like we sold 1 million of them and we could just retire forever. You know, it was just like you made some money and that was like, all right, cool. You know, but not as much as you think. Wasn't there a site? What it was a turnkey solution back in the day? I don't know. No, we had a DVD. We had the DVDs manufactured from a DVD place, and then we had them ship it directly to Hot Topic at the time, because they wanted me to go through another person, send them the master to the DVD. They would take, you know, they would do all the manufacturing and then send it over there. And I'm like, I could do all this. I can literally do all this. Why am I working with them? You know. Also, I didn't like the guy. He was very belligerent on the phone. He was very belligerent. It was like one of those guys that, like, those sales guys that tries to pressure you into stuff. They're like, yeah, if we're going to get this going, you know, you got to make a decision right now. All right, because we can't be waiting on this all the time. All right, I made a decision. All right, so when did we was getting this rolling out? And we're not. Wait, what? Yeah, goodbye. I literally hung up on the guy. He was one of those people. Yeah. And then I had to get in touch with the guy with the Hot Topic. I'm like, yeah, talk to your distributor. He's a little, I could do this. Yeah, Foamy was held behind walls. Still scratching out. What about Newgrounds? Cutting out the middleman is very volume dependent. Yeah, I forgot how much they ordered, but it was enough for me to manage, you know. So it was doable. Then you also have CDs in the stores as well. The rants. God, I don't even remember. If we did, yeah, we shipped those out too. So. Let me get coffee. Right. No, we still got other news to go. I can't be talking about old Hot Topic days. You know. Boop. Besides, I'm trying to run out of coffee for bingo. All right, where do we leave off? Boom. All right. Back in the day. Back in my day, Hot Topic was fun. All right. I don't know if there needs to be a Blu-ray of the Star Wars kid. They're making a documentary about Star Wars kid.
That's like craft computing. He has a laser engraver and does his own designs for glasses, coasters, and wallets. Funnier that he hates logistics.
Yeah. Irony. Bump, bump, bump. I don't know. This is kind of what's the synopsis here? What's going on here with Star Wars? So, did they die or something? Oh, Ghislaine Raza, better known as Star Wars Kid, breaks his silence to reflect on our hunger for content and the right to be forgotten in the digital age. Is this going to be the whole thing? The right to be forgotten? Well, don't do meme things that people are going to know for decades. Bro probably made no money from it. Every time they went to a job, somebody's handed them a lightsaber and they're like, here, do this. Yeah. I don't know. I guess that's, if you want to see what that is about. I don't know if it needs a physical release. Isn't this just something on YouTube? Stop wasting our Blu-rays, man. We only got so much available. Wait, what's the Spanish name of it? Dan's L'Hombre du Star Wars Kid. Okay. I'm not good at Spanish. YouTube didn't get monetized until like 2013. Yeah, that was an uphill struggle. Ugh. Yo, for people like turtles. Do you like turtles? Look, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Fanatical's got a whole bundle. What?
Turtles.
Yeah, you like turtles. Great. Dawn says you like turtles. Look, dude, 54. Look at that. 54 of them. $24. Dude, look at all the comics you get. Dude, I'm thinking about getting this. Dude, I'm way behind on turtle stuff. Look at that. Look at that. Last Ronin, you're getting all the stuff. Card battle. I can't see the turtles. Boop, 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 boop. All right, you got to roll equal to or greater than. Boom. 12. Come on. Hey, there you go. 16. Beautiful. Pick a number, any number. Pick a number, any number. What number you want? Boom. We got number, because they won. I don't know what number they want. Let's find out. Number 6. What's number 6? Technical issue. Boom. Got it. Cool. Oh, let me see if we dropped any frames. No. Nice. Thank you, thank you. Winner. Boop. Turtles. Yeah, so you got a bunch of turtles there. So, God, this goes on for how many? 54? No, we're not going to have time to read 54 comics. Damn, this goes on forever. Holy crap. Oh, it even got the little comic book ones. Yo! The ones from the cartoons? Nice, Saturday morning cartoon version. Look at that, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm tempted. That's not that bad. All right, well, 24 bucks from Fanatical's not bad. We've used Fanatical. They're actually good. So, I forget what bundle we got from them. I think it was the Adventure Time one with all the comics. It was like 75 comics for like 20 bucks. I'm like, yeah, take my money. Nostalgia. What do we nostalgia back? Yo, look at this Burger King. This Burger King still looks like this in 2026. Look at those seats. Imagine going into a Burger King looking like this. Holy crap. This is like from the 90s or something. They didn't change their interior for nothing. Look at that. Look, they got little burger crowns and everything. Burger crowns. That is awesome. I'm amazed when I see this. Brino, thanks for being here. Enjoy the day. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see. Is that Memphis on the seats? I don't know. Is it? Oh, they even had, look, they had these are molded for butts. Look at that. These seats. Butt molded. That's fancy. Huh. Weird. Your Burger King's now a gas station. No. What time machine did they use? I have no idea. But apparently this is still around. But on the topic of weird stuff, this thing. Connor Architectures designs fire and ice restaurants interior from various Boston area locations. Holy crap. Every once in a while we come across weird stuff like this, like just how stuff used to look and how creative things were. This was a restaurant. What the hell? Dude, it looks like a Nickelodeon Pee-wee's Playhouse cafeteria. This thing is absolutely insane. Like, dude, it's setting off all my whatever, ADHD. Look at this, look at this, look at this kind of thing. Holy, dude, look at that. This looks like a fun place. But this was actually a restaurant. You know, it doesn't look clinical. It doesn't look weird. It's got like a sophisticated whimsy, but a childlike nature to it. I feel like it's a little over the top, yes, but it's interesting AF. Like if I walked in there, I'd be like, oh my God, look at this. Dude, you can never find places that look like this. Too distracting to eat. I'm usually good with a lot of visual noise everywhere. I feel very much at home because it's like this is what's going on the inside of my brain. So this is very comforting, you know? If I go to one of those clinical looking restaurants that has nothing on the wall but that one picture of what the hell ever that they got from some stock photography place that they decided to frame, you know, then it's like it actually bothers me how static certain places are. I would fit right in here. I'd just be like, cool, what's it? Yeah. None of this would bother me. It would actually put my mind at ease. I don't know why. Boom. Pretty good. I don't know, just know things used to look better, you know? Or at least be more creative, even if you find it to be noisy. Very creative. Boop. All right. The other question is, where were all these cereals? Every once in a while, I come across like, oh, look, they used to make all these old cereals. Yo, okay, Captain Crunch, everybody knew about. C-3POs. Okay, I understood that. Donkey Kong Jr., I just kind of assumed they had. Didn't they have like a Mario one? I did not know they had G.I. Joe cereal. They had G.I. Joe cereal. All right. Super Sugar Crisp, I knew about them. Sugar Smacks with Spock on it. Oh, they had two different kind of Donkey Kong. They had Donkey Kong Jr. and Donkey Kong. What? Dude, it was that popular that they could get two cereals? Yo. And Mr. T had their own cereal? Oh my God, they had nerd cereal? Dude, that must have been unedible. How is that even possible? Ghostbusters cereal, I have vague recollections of knowing about. I don't know what OJ's is. Was that like did it taste like oranges? That's gross. Smurf Berry Crunch. Ah, God. Unless it's made with real Smurfs, I don't think I could eat that. Lucky Charms. What? Who is this? Dude, look at that leprechaun design. I wish this was a better image. Look at him. He's all like weird and wily. He looks more like the Warwick Davis leprechaun. Me gold, that guy, yeah. He doesn't have any kind of whimsy or charm to him. He looks like he's gonna murder you if you take his Lucky Charms. Holy crap. Ugh, Pac-Man. What the hell's Punch Crunch? Yo, Captain Crunch had a hippo mascot? This is weird. An Indiana Jones cereal. I don't know how old this was, but this says new. This looks more like a modern design than anything else. Did they recently make Indiana Jones cereal? Because none of the other boxes have this big new thing to it. Throw you to the cereal, throw you to whip, right? That's pretty good. That would have been a good commercial, too. I didn't know there was a hippo. Huh. All right, what else we got? See, Lucky Charms. This is the guy that I know. This guy, look, he looks a little bit more happy and playful. He doesn't look like a maniacal Rumpelstiltskin kind of thing, where he's just like, I'm going to murder everybody in their sleep kind of mascot. S'mores Crunch, I think I've seen before. Crunch Berries, yeah. Cookie Crisp. Wait, I thought they had the cop and the Cookie Crook back in the day. There was one older with a wizard? And isn't it the same logo of people who make cat food? Isn't this like Purina, that little checkerboard there? Cookie Wizard was before the Cookie Crook. Cookie Wizard was before... Yo, man, bring back the Cookie Wizard. Dude, that would be perfect right now for all the gamer geeks and stuff like that into like D&D and Baldur's Gate. Yo, Cookie Wizard. You know? If GDQ can have the prize wizard, we can have the Cookie Wizard. Bring back the Cookie Wizard. Cookie Crisp was, what, always sucked? I think I had it once, like in the 90s or something like that. And I was like, it's all right. Wanted. It's just tricks. Sir Grapefellow? Okay, does it taste like grape? Because here's my problem. Look, you got your orange one, and then you got your grape. I don't even like these in soda form, let alone cereal form. Grape? Who the hell's Sir Grapefellow? This looks like an old Hanna-Barbera cartoon. Like the character they didn't use for Wacky Races, you know? Grape cereal sounds gross. It does. I don't know if this is actually grape flavored, though, or if it's just purple. Looks like Snidely Whiplash, yes. Yeah. Old Hanna-Barbera type thing. They should have given you a little toy plane. That would have been good. All right, you got your turtle cereal, which I was aware about. I don't know what the hell this is.
I bet it tastes like crunchy cough syrup in milk.
Oh, God, you imagine? Oh. Mr. Wonderful Surprise. They didn't even tell you what was in the box. They're like, you don't know what you're getting. It's probably one of these leftover cereals from the factory. I've never seen this before in my life. Huh, weird. Apple Jacks. Yeah, I never liked those. Ew, peanut butter. Look, he had a lot of mascots. He had the hippo, and then he had the elephant. So they got a peanut butter one. I didn't know. Frankenberry, yeah, we get that every season. It's cool. E.T. cereal. Ugh. It is weird. Okay, here's the thing. As far as E.T. is, like, you know when they make characters and stuff like now, like, you know, for kids now, like, you know, Lilo and Stitch stuff, you know, the alien is cute. You know, all the aliens you see now in movies are cute. This guy was an ugly space hobbit, okay? This guy was grotesque on every level, but kids loved him. Like, kids, like, this thing was huge. They made toys and stuff, and that, unfortunately designed glowing finger toy. Yeah, but like it was this weird, grotesque creature. Same thing with gremlins. Like, well, once they turned, those things were grotesque little like lizard monsters, and people were like, "I love them." And I think it's weird because a lot of people don't give kids enough credit to like something that might be scary or weird. Hey, oh yeah, there is a little jiggly there. Okay, thank you for the follow. This is, I don't know. You think, okay, let's get psychological here. Do you think that kids not being exposed to weird, creepy critters and stuff like that they could actually enjoy as a kid? Go.
Glowing finger toy? Don't tell me it vibrated too.
I don't know. I don't want to look it up. Thank you. So I'm wondering if, like, kids now, since they haven't been exposed to all this kind of weird character design stuff and got used to weird looking things and actually liking weird looking things, if also scary things, if that's why they're not as desensitized as they should be now. Because a lot of people, if you grew up in the 80s, E.T., Gremlins, all that stuff, you grew up on that. Those were things. You would sleep with these grotesque little plushes and be like, this is my friend E.T., he's from another planet, you know, that kind of thing. But now it's like all the characters for kids are too cutesy for my taste. Maybe that's why I don't like a lot of, like, cartoons now. It's like there's nothing fun about them, I guess. Scariest people are the ones who never been through any bleep. Oh, yeah, the ones who've never dealt with anything. Yeah. Oh, Cookie Crisp. Hey, we're back to the Cookie Wizard. Fruitbert. There you go. Dude, Mr. Lobo was on this thing for the longest time. It's like they always bring back all the other monster cereals, but this one. You know, every once in a while they do, but they haven't in a while. So, yeah, he had a little skit where he was looking for a Fruitbert statue. There you go. Circus Fun. They just threw a clown on it, and they're like, yeah, circus, fun, multicolor cereal. Great. Cracker Jack cereal? Oh, my God. That's horrendous. Ice cream cones. I've seen pictures of this. This is all cut off. I can't see the rest of the box. Wah, wah. Wah, wah. 50 stream streak. Oh, my God. Thank you. My sister was born in 86. I was petrified of E.T. I was born in 78. I can care less. Really? Huh. It's like, that's a short distance in age. You know? It's like a couple of years, and it's like, oh, this thing's grotesque. Yeah, Cracker Jack. I don't know if it was just a bunch of, like, did they just actual Cracker Jacks and it was just popcorn and nuts and milk? I can't imagine it being part of a balanced breakfast. Ice cream cones. I don't know. I'd have to look that up. Count Chocula, we know. Honeycombs. Freakies? Oh, Gremlins. There you go. Gremlins. Freakies. I wish I had the rest of the box. They look like weird little grotesque things down there. All right. Gremlins. Boo Berry. And then what was it? Cocoa Krispies? All right. Damn, they had a lot of weird cereals. Sir Grapefellow. See, this is like one of those weird things where my brain gets into this like thing where I'm like, I wonder what Sir Grapefellow tasted like, you know? Like, and I'll have to look up a documentary on YouTube about Sir Grapefellow It'd be like, what happened to Sir Grape? You know, the guy's shocked and everything. And it'll be like, oh my God, what happened to Sir Grapefellow? The rise and fall of Sir Grape. You know, those kind of videos. I just want a short video where it's just like, oh yeah, this is what happened, and they don't make it anymore. Okay. Who knighted Sir Grapefellow? I don't know. Fruit of the Loom? I don't. Weird. What? Tasted like expended purple Pop Rocks. Really? That's what you're thinking? Boop. All right. Thrift store hauls. Maybe we'll go through that later, but not now, as we got other things to go through. Boom. Because somebody found a Kramer. They literally, I would buy this. Honestly, if I saw this in a thrift store, I'd probably buy it if it was reasonably priced. What, just to have a Kramer hanging on your wall? That'd be hilarious. Look, arrived at the thrift store 10 minutes before we walked in. See? Just the right place at the right time. Boop. I didn't know they make Golden Girl Chia Pets. Thank you for being like, this is she looks, look at that. This is like an arch nemesis of Swamp Thing right now. Look at that. I like the way they have the tacky background too. Look at that. That's just, oh God. That's like so 80s, 90s Florida. Ugh. Yeah, so I don't know. Apparently they had a bunch of Chia Pets. Unbelievable. The things that existed that you don't know about, and then when you find out about it, you're like, oh my God, they made this. All right, what else we got? Cartoons. No, I didn't go through all these tabs. Retro stuff. What do we got? Retro anime stuff. I didn't even go through that. And I can't even look at it because there's always something that's bad on there. Where's my rest of my stuff? I had a bunch of tabs open. No, I think all the way down here. They always condense my tab. Oh, dude, yo. Tales from the Crypt finally makes its streaming debut. Bro, this guy. Finally. Bro, this thing has been off streaming for literally ever, and they're finally bringing it back, but it's going to be on Shudder. So I think Shudder's like a subscription. But hey, if you're a spooky kid, all right, and you want to, hey, that might be a thing to sign up for, all right? Dude, Tales from the Crypt, they had some really good episodes. I didn't get to see a lot of them because they were like at HBO at the time. And let's see. Exclusively debut all 7 seasons, uncensored, of the 90s cult classic horror anthology, Tales from the Crypt. It had a cool Danny Elfman theme, too, in the beginning. I don't know if there was any music or licensing rights that they had to work out or any of that other BS, but I don't know. All right, Tales from the Crypt. Nice. Cool. Well, it's good because then eventually it'll end up somewhere else at some point. So, no, I'm just happy because it's like the only time people got to see it was if they had a physical release of it, and that was kind of expensive. There was a Scooby-Doo cheap. Oh yeah, Scooby-Doo cheap hat. Yeah, I think I've seen that. Oh, speaking of this guy, hey, Lilo and Stitch, they're making another one. Another Lilo and Stitch sequel is officially confirmed for 2026. Already? Didn't they just come out with one? Really? Oh, it's a comic book. It's a comic book. You know, I'm like, oh, wait, another movie already? It's a comic book. It's a comic book. It's a comic book. Don't get too excited. Unless you're going to buy comic books. Oh. I know. So I saw this and I was like, movie? That was quick. This thing. Oh, here's your internet problem. Everyone's complaining about this. All right. This show, The Amazing Digital Circus, if anybody's watched this thing, the last final episode is paywalled to a limited theatrical release. And everyone's complaining. Everybody on the internet. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I watched like one episode of this. Okay, I'm not emotionally invested in here. But can I tell you something as an indie individual who is into making indie stuff? These people, right? They've had all their stuff free on YouTube for the entirety of the existence of this series. They had the opportunity to have the final episode be a theatrical event. Okay? Yeah, it had that many followers, apparently. Okay? And now everyone is dumping on it and complaining about it. All right? And I'm just like, my dude, if you guys like this so much, this is a huge win. I don't even watch the show, and I'm super excited for the creators of this that they actually had this opportunity. If I was a fan and it's the final episode, and I'm like, man, I want to see the final episode, and there's no theater, because it's limited, okay? It's limited theatrical. I'd be like, you know what? I'll wait. Hopefully they won't, get spoilers or anything like that, blah, blah, blah. But, dude, my dudes, all right? Y'all got to really, in this day and age, for anybody, any indie developer, any animator, or especially an animator, to have their stuff be in a limited theatrical release, dude, that is insane. Okay? If you can't make it, fine. That's, it'll be out. I think the theaters wanted to keep it exclusive for a month, and, the animators talked them down to 2 weeks. It's only going to be 2 weeks, and then they can put it on the interwebs, okay? Let them do it. Let them get the exposure. This is a huge win for indie animators across the board, and indie animators have had no wins in recent history. It's probably been a decade, okay? Let them have this. Stop complaining about it. Let them have a win, okay? So, 2 to 4 weeks is nothing. Yeah, just block spoilers, stay off social media for 5 minutes, So they had to do this whole statement about how important this is, blah, blah, blah. So, if you care about it, read up on it. But, give them the opportunity. They've already given you so much content for free. All of it's been free on YouTube. You can watch it whenever the hell you want. And the same is going to happen with this episode. It's going to end up on YouTube, and you can watch it free. You haven't had to give these people a dime, And a lot of people don't realize that everybody who makes stuff on YouTube and is giving it out free, they generally don't make a lot of money, okay? Especially with ad rates and all that other stuff. If you're lucky to have your stuff monetized, that kind of thing. You don't make a ton of money, all right? You don't. So they're giving you all this content free. Yeah, they have an opportunity to make some money. Let them make money. Let them make money. It's okay. You don't get many opportunities, all right? You don't get many opportunities. Allow it. Allow it to happen. Be the cool fans that are like, awesome. Again, like I said, I have not watched 90% of this. I don't even know if the rest of it's good. But bro, limited theatrical release. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Be nice, Internet. Come on. I watched the first few on Netflix. I'm okay with an indie animator making some money. Exactly. Have I watched Backrooms trailer yet? Nope. I'm so far behind on everything. I'm just constantly working on our own stuff. Stuff trickles down like this. But hopefully it'll be good. Boom. What's going on here? Geez. Where are we on this? What's going on there? Coachella. Hey, for people who care about, I guess we'll put this in quotes, music, Coachella's going on, which I didn't even think was still a thing. I looked through the lineup here, and there's a lot of bands I have no interest in whatsoever. What is it, Friday? It's Sunday now. Okay, you missed this. So what's going on today? You can watch all this on YouTube. Well, look, come on, man. You got to tune in for Little Sims. You really? Suicidal Tendencies? All right. And Iggy Pop. That's kind of a weird lineup right there. Okay. Yeah, Foster the People. Wet Leg. That's the name you went with, huh? Oh, God. No. Black Flag. There we go. Drain. Fatboy Slim. Really? Fatboy Slim? Jazzy. Rapture. Really? The Chats? Okay. Carol G, Big Man. Yeah, this is not this. Oof. My God. This is, let's see, who played over here? Justin Bieber. Oh my God. Strokes. I'm with David Byrne. Interpol. I didn't even know they're still around. I'm just curious as to who's playing. So Alex G. Just Jack White at 4 o'clock. What is this? The matinee show? Jack White, 45-minute set. Shouldn't he have been like a headliner? Are you... Oh God. All right. Do we have anything on any creepy nuts? No, thank you. Sabrina Carpenter, also no, thank you. Moby. Devo. What? Yeah, this is. Are there any bands anymore? Like, are there any anyone? Like, okay, you could anyone? Tool maybe, Megadeth, Metallica, Green Day. What about oh my God, Fiddler, Fidlar? No. Together Pangea maybe. Any of these bands that would probably fit with the Coachella vibe that it used to be? No one? Anyone? God, this is... Oh, I can't even look at this. Boop. You two are still going. Oh, God. Amazon will force your old Kindle into obsolescence this May. All right. Steve mentioned this, but we got to reiterate because a lot of people don't show up for the Steve thing because that's a Wednesday and this is a Sunday. Okay, planned obsolescence hits Kindle users with old devices. If you got an old Kindle device, all right, you put this down on your calendar there of it breaking. As of May 20th, it is ending support for any Kindle that was released in 2012 or earlier. As for the cutoff date, these devices will no longer connect to Amazon, meaning you won't be purchasing, borrowing, or downloading any new books with them. Your Kindle will still be able to access books you already have stored, but you won't be able to browse the store or access third-party platforms, including library apps like Libby, OneDrive, and OneDrive. Added bonus, if you do a factory reset, the device will become unusable. So basically, you got to hope it doesn't freeze or break or anything. You're literally going, this is going to die, okay? All right? Right? I know 2012, and people are like, well, you know, we've been supporting this for like 18 years, bro, you know? So just, this is, again... You know, like Steve said, it's going to create a lot of e-waste because dude, I mean, once you get an e-reader, you just hold on to that thing. As long as the battery doesn't die, it's so basic in technology that it's just like, all right, cool, it works. That's it. You know, so now all these devices are going to be thrown out. That includes the Kindle Fire, too. Kindle Fire HD 7 and HD 8.9. Go to settings, blah, 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 blah. So what is this? Affects first and second gen Kindles, Kindle DX, DX Graphite, Kindle Keyboard, third generation, Kindle 4 and 5, Kindle Touch, and Kindle Paperwhite first generation. Fire tablets will no longer be supported are Kindle Fire first and second generation, Kindle Fire HD 7, blah, blah, blah. Go to settings, device info to find your model. Find your model. Device options. Device info, find your model. They are offering a 20% discount on a newer replacement, as well as a $20 ebook credit. Wow. So essentially, they're kind of pushing you to upgrade. I don't know. I never like when old tech gets, or, you know, becomes obsolete when it doesn't need to be. So what I'm looking forward to is some modders saying, you know what, here, just put this into your computer and destroy it. Completely put a new operating system in it, you know? And then everyone's just going to be using it to just mod, you know, use it as a mod thing. There you go. There you go. Blow it up. Blow it up. See if I can get this to make it a little bit bigger, right? Yeah. Blow up the Kindle. Blow it up. Blow up the Kindle. What are you doing? You're like right around there. Ah, it's close. There you go. Nice. Take that, Kindle. Good. All right. Well, just keep it in mind if you have one. Just check your device. Ugh. No, because it sucks. Because it's like, you know, a lot of people, again, people don't get rid of their Kindles. I like if I find a used one somewhere, dude, I got a Kindle for like $5. And I was like, yeah, I'll get it. I had to update it a different way because it just wouldn't connect to the internet or something, but I fixed it with a firmware update and it literally works. Now it won't because they're going to break it. Yeah.
Okay, Pumpkin and Pauline, I got my keys and wallet, so now I'm going to do my laundry. Crying face emoji.
All right. Well, you're going to have clean clothes. That's good. That's a win. Boop. Me, IRL. Are people actually comfortable when... I can't read. I can't read. Codes of Chaos, you got to roll. Equal to or greater than 15. Now you got to deal with vampires. Hope you're happy. 16. Stick through the heart, you're dead. Ow. Pick a number. Do. Nice. There you go. Number 41. Number 41. What is number 41? Eats on stream. Now I'm getting close. Now I'm getting hungry. Getting hungry. Nice. There you go. Thank you, thank you. Boom. Are people actually comfortable when they sleep? I just rotate like a rotisserie chicken until I get to the position I can ignore pain in the most. A lot of people are like this. Why is sleeping so painful? I don't understand. Why you got to do flippy flop? We're literally those people that can sleep on our back like we're in a coffin. We had to do that like we're very good with just not moving while we're unconscious. And I got to tell you, I'm telling you right now, you learn how to do that somehow. I don't even know how we did it. I think because we took a lot of bus rides and we would just fall asleep on a bus because that was the only time we would be able to get sleep. So we would literally just sleep with a cup of coffee in our hand. And that made sure we didn't move, because if we moved and spilled the coffee, we would get third-degree burns on our junk, okay? So, I don't know. That's I guess, negative reinforcement to keep that going. But not for nothing. Hey, it came in handy post-surgery when this guy had, surgery on his stomach there. They're like, yeah, don't move around too much or stuff like that because stitches and all that. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm sleeping like I'm in a coffin. And you did it for a week straight. Your back wasn't happy, but, you didn't pop a stitch. So, nice. Boo, 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 boo. What's up? I'd be afraid of sleeping on New York City public transit. Yes and no. It's kind of like because we used to take the bus stupid early in the morning. Like stupid early. We're talking about like 5:30 in the morning. All right. So it was like dumb early. Nobody doing anything nefarious is awake. They're going to sleep from the night before. Yeah. And then when we take the bus back, it would be during rush hour commute. A lot of people, but generally almost too crowded. If you got a seat, then there are so many people around you that nobody's getting to you. That kind of thing. Spam or what? Who's spamming? Spam or what? Sleeping on my side. Let's sleep in my car. Just the back of hands clasp. There you go. Nice. Boop. When I was a kid, bedtime was 9 p.m. Couldn't wait to be a grown-up so I could go to bed whenever I wanted. Turns out, that was 9 p.m. I hear this a lot from people. Like, it's like they were just like, yo, I'm in bed by 9. I'm like, my God, dude, I don't, the earliest I've went to sleep, I think was like 1 a.m. recently. I was like, wow, I'm getting to bed early. I'm getting to bed early tonight. Hey, Chris 1. Nice. I don't know. People here go to bed at like 8, 9. Oh, they won again. Nice. Double bingo. 9 a.m. sometimes. I saw the lead message. Boop, boop, boop. Interesting. Boom. Let's see. What sucked as a child but is awesome as an adult? Being left out of things. True. when you're a kid and you're like, oh man, you know, I was last to pick. They didn't invite me to this. You know, all those times when you didn't get invited to something as a kid. Now as an adult, you're like, oh, thank God. There's a sigh of relief.
Because I need some water. I gotta keep the pipes hydrated.
Hydrate. Yeah, you probably should. Boom, 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 boom. We got no snoozes. We lose our snooze. But stupid food. So we'll call that. Stupid food. The food is so dumb. All right. You know what? Let me actually water the pumpkin. Well, let me see what I'm doing first. I know I'm going to have to throw myself in front of a card. Yeah. I ran out of water, but not coffee. Wow. Yeah, come on, dude. Get it out of here. Okay, better. Boom, boom. All right, while an ad is running, let's see if I can get through what kind of bingo stuff we got here. Drop frames. Nope. Runs out of coffee. I'm working on it. I didn't have bad coffee. No Sailor Moon stuff. Tangia Party, no. Spicy card battle. No. Really? We didn't have a fancy or a shiny. Nobody rolled a 1 or a 20. Nothing fell off stream. Didn't hit the mic. Doctor 1. Nice. I didn't swear. I almost did it. Didn't take a break for my ears. Oh, God, and I'm wondering why my ears hurt so much. Me. All right. Check my card. I got 2 things, so that's kind of cool. All right. Let's see. Yeah, ads are running. I got to close some tabs here. Oh. Boom. There was some kind of a gaming thing that happened. What was it? Triple I Initiative. I got to watch that later. No, I find it kind of it gets a little tedious watching a lot of the gaming showcases and stuff like that, because it ends up being like the same games I've seen over and over again, and even talking about that, it's still the same games over and over again. You know, and they don't really show anything new. Maybe it'll be like one new game, but we're so caught up on gaming news that I'm just like, I got to wait 2 years before they start talking about new stuff. Gets ridiculous. It gets ridiculous. Hey, I poked you earlier to take a break. Oh, did you? I wasn't paying attention. Public indecency violations. What? So dry coffee. Dry coffee. That's just coffee beans. People can stay up late. They go to bed at 9 p.m. because they have to be up at 5 a.m. to start getting ready for work. Yeah. Well, we kind of do the same thing. I'm just like, sleep, who needs it? Ugh. Physically can't fall asleep during midnight unless I'm sick. Really? Huh. What? Take a break. Oh, my ads are running. I'll have more coffee. Everybody get some more coffee. All right. Okay, that's just it. Look at all the pumpkins today. Nice. I'm really trying here, dude. Ugh. It's weird because I feel like there's more. Oh, that's right. There was a lot of ice in there. So as the ice melts, more sustainable liquid is being given to me. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. I go to sleep at 10 or 11 and wake up at 4:30. 4:30 shouldn't even be a real time. That's ridiculous. No, it's stupid. Nobody should have to wake up that early. It's dumb. I'd rather just stay awake until I can go to sleep when your sleep time is spinning around the clock. Yeah. No, that's for us. It was we got most of our sleep during transportation, if that makes any sense. Well, like to or from work, or school or college or any of those things. I don't know what it was, but every time we had to go somewhere, it was like an hour-long bus ride all the time. Like if you had to go from, what do you call it? From like point A to point B, it was always about an hour. You know, you get on there, just go to sleep. You know, then you wake up. So it's like an hour nap here, hour nap there. It all adds up. Yeah. 35 minutes, kind of quiet. Nice, calm. Yeah, that's one of the, that's that cool time period. I used to go for walks during 3 a.m. to 4, like around 5, and it was like nobody would be out. Yeah, because even the drunks getting out of the bar, they were already going where they needed to be. Yeah. We started at 5:30. For some reason, more stupids are going out on the road earlier and earlier. So to avoid, I go earlier than them. What? Really? Yeah. Park and relax and what? For a spell of work. Yeah. I guess that's a good way to do it. You got to, yeah, but we shouldn't live in a society where you got to lose sleep to avoid the idiots. But here we go, you know. People were thinking the zip code has letters in it, so whatever. Irish, hi, what's up? Adam, hi, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Boom. Try playing that VR. What? Oh, VR? What? Let's see. Make that a shirt, please. What? That's work. Instant. What? Oh, instant coffee? We every once in a while we use an instant coffee. If there's a pinch of time there, I'll use instant. I have blackout curtains, SUVs, so I turn on power mount, hook stuff up to the power station, lay back to snooze. Nice. There you go. I don't know. It's a good thing to do. Instant has its uses. Yeah, that's when somebody's like, hey, you want some water? And you got to take out an instant pack of coffee and be like, yeah, I'll fix this. You know, just put it in there, shake it up, and drink it. You're like, did you just bring instant coffee with you? Yeah, you didn't? What's wrong with you? I was trying to read or somebody, car driving was vomit-inducing. Really? Huh. Emergency backup. Yeah, you always got to have a backup of caffeine, especially if you're stuck somewhere dealing with idiots. Ugh. It's like the only way I'm going to be conscious enough to deal with your dumbness is if I have coffee. All right, so hold on. What? And then people are like, what? What'd you say that for? I'm like, oh, because you're so stupid. Man, dude, just being in this room with you, I can feel my IQ dropping. What is it they have to tell me that's so important? You know? Don't do that in real life. You know? I was very proud of myself for not pointing out the number F at the person in UPS. Just who's doing what? It's a good day when I get 5 hours of sleep because it means I got more than 3 or 4. That is math. Yes. It keeps the headaches at bay. That's the only thing I don't like about coffee is like if you don't drink it, or you have a, oh, I'm not drinking coffee for 2 days. Then you get those weird headaches. It's annoying. Yeah. They level off eventually, but, it's still annoying. Got to wean yourself off the caffeine. So 3D pre need to plan what to make for tomorrow. I don't know. White mocha for the morning. What? Make it now. I had cake for lunch the last 3 days with nice iced coffee. Cake for lunch? Oh, man. Living in a wonderland. Oh, dude, that's cool. I did manage to get good cupcakes because we're on this carrot cake thing. Somebody made, I forget the brand name. They were cupcake carrot cakes. So carrot cake cupcakes. They were really good. The icing was really good, and they like burrow the icing into the cupcake. So basically, it was just eating like a lot of icing. So that was kind of fun. I love carrot cake. There you go. Not better. But tonight, it's going to be stronger after 24 hours. Oh, 24 hours. You have to sleep. What? Leftover Pacific veggie pizza. What?
You want to talk about instant coffee? Seems Pauline keeps instantly getting iced coffee every stream without going to get it.
What? That's portal coffee. It comes from the portal. It's like it's right down there. Manifest the portal, just shoots it up. Besides, she's got narcolepsy, where she gets off and goes off to her dreamlands. I'm in other worlds right now. We got to do an animated sequence. Yeah, you're a little late to the party, bro. They went that way. God. There's that one person lagging behind. I'm getting here. Wait up, guys. Let's see. Portal coffee. Aperture science. Yeah, pretty much. Thank you, Wolfdick. Geez, what? What? Boy, the police. What police? What are they doing? What'd they do? I do that just to avoid the police. I live in the middle of nowhere and work at 11 on the 7 a.m. So not there because stores are closed. The police see somebody driving around, they follow you. Oh, one of those towns, yeah. No, they do that thing. Thanks for the follow. They do that thing like cops in small towns. They're like, oh, yeah, there's somebody driving on the road at a time when people don't drive on the road. Let's take a look and see what they're doing, you know? Then they pull you over. I noticed you were driving. Yeah, officer. That's what cars do. Yeah, driving at, what is this, like 3 in the morning, huh? Yeah, it's a little weird. We don't get a lot of drivers out here at 3 in the morning. Where are you headed? I'm headed home. I just got out of work. I work really late. Oh, yeah, you work late, huh? Driving around, 3 a.m.? Not a lot of people do that. Oh, you just said that, officer. Back and forth until they tell you to step out of the car. Oh, here we go. They could have what a banshee boats later to land. What? The game starts to make sense. What? Which game is this? Lemonade. Lemonade. What? Afternoon with Goldie Panda. Hi. What? Found out today. Name is Yiddish. Name Golda. Hey, there you go. Nice. All right. Boop, boop, boop. Nice. Bit, bit. Got stopped in my own neighborhood because the cop thought I didn't live there. It was a ghetto, so seeing goth chick was pretty rare. Dude, that happened to Dawn, too. No, where she used to live, she got pulled over a couple times because she didn't fit the description of somebody who lived there, you know? I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, yeah, you know. I'm like, wow, profile much? Later land, what kind of Minecraft looking? Blocks go way smaller. Oh, all right. Interesting. Didn't fit the description. It's pretty rare. Yeah. They didn't fit the description. You don't look like you're around from here. What? Dude, I don't know. Yeah, the city I worked in would pull you over if you weren't driving a brand new shiny car. What? Really? Who's got money for a brand new shiny car? Look at my car's got wheels on it. Sand will flow if you dig a hole, and trees will fall over if you cut through the trunk. Oh, that's a little bit more complex. Yeah. Like, no, you cut through the tree. No, it falls up. No. The name of our car. Got good old legs. My other car is my feet. I don't know. Cops do what cops do. Oh, what are you gonna do? Got stopped in my own neighborhood because the cops thought didn't live there. Oh, no, wait, read that. Dad went a bit fast, and I said, Dad, slow down. Those cops. Car like to go fast? What? You can't do that. Don't speed. Let's give it a joy of being able to walk places. Nice. Burn some calories getting Taco Bell. Isn't that always thing when you move to some place that has stuff in walking distance and you're like, all right, cool, I'm walking. I'm going to burn calories through, walking and exercise. And then before you realize it, it's like, well, I stopped at Dunkin' Donuts, Taco Bell, and on the way back, I figured I'd get something at Starbucks. It's like you burn off 500 calories, but you've ingested about 3,000. Dude, that happened to us all the time. My God, in New York, it doesn't matter how many freaking steps that you took, man. It was just like, yeah, I'll go from, First Avenue all the way up to 112th. I'll walk it, but if you're getting Dunkin' Donuts every 20 blocks, it doesn't really count. Wait, the cheapest house in that city was $500,000? Oh my God. What? Dunkin', Taco Bell, and Starbucks are next to each other. That makes it even worse. You burn stuff off, but yeah. Well, and then you feel great because you're looking at your whatever Fitbit, and you're just like, oh my God, look, I did 30,000 steps today. Yay! And then you're wondering why it's like you're still breathing heavy going up the steps. You're like, oh God. Walk to get chicken tenders and a bear claw. Why did I not lose weight? Right? Like last year, there's an average house price of $600K. Oh my God. Oof. What do you got? Kurt Planet 1. Nice. There you go. I just walk every month. Otherwise, it's up and down the stairs. Town of the path of stuff. It's walkable. Yeah, most of America isn't very walkable for some reason. It's not very bikeable either. If you're lucky and you live in a city and everything's close by, then it's very walkable. But other than that, once you get outside of a city, it's just like, yeah, where's the nearest doctor? Well, quote unquote, down the road. Okay, here's the thing. After moving out of New York there, this one. Yeah, where's blah, blah, blah? Down the road. That, down the road can mean 5 minutes or about 7 hours. Okay? Like, a little bit more specific. Give me some mileage here. All right? How many kilometers am I going? You just, it's down the road there. Down the road. Okay, sure. Now, I think we asked for like a coffee. It was like, hey, do you know where the blah, blah, blah coffee house is? And they're just like, yeah, it's down the road. And it's like you and Dawn were like driving, and it was like 40 minutes later. You're like, oh my God, is that it? I thought we missed it. He said to just keep going straight, and it's down the road. I'm like, that was like 78 miles, dude. I don't know. They have that term like as the crow flies kind of thing. I'm like, yeah, as the crow flies. Am I a crow? Do I look like I can fly? How long is this going to take me by car? Okay. America became very car-centric post-World War II. Yeah, because people wanted to move and do stuff. Dad once somebody asked where to learn to do that. Really? Where did you learn to do that? Well, I didn't really learn. It's just a natural thing, That's why babies get patted on the back so they can burp. Yeah, it's down the road. Which road? Old Hickory Boulevard, which goes through Middle Tennessee. And then, yeah, it's... What the hell's the one Boston Post Road that goes like across the East Coast, up and down? Yeah, it's a couple of miles down that road. Yeah, it's down that road over there. Oh, God. You don't know where you're going to end up. And it's like you're in Delaware, and you're like, oh, there's the coffee house. My sister and I both built like him. Isn't it weird? Certain I'm going to say involuntary habits are very reminiscent of one of your relatives, like sneezing. There's always that quote unquote dad sneeze where somebody sneezes and it is so loud it like shakes the windows. That's what we got. All right. We don't have those little tiny pew kind of sneezes, We got the ones that literally hurt to sneeze. Basically anything with 2 wheels qualifies in most states. Yeah, there's depending on the state, you can get a scooter, but it has to be under a certain amount of cc's. I think it's under 50. At that point, you're going like 25 miles an hour the most. You know, that's when you wouldn't need a license. Either that or a bicycle. But most electric bicycles, you know, they're considered pedal assist vehicles, and you wouldn't need a license for them. You know, 49cc. Yeah, there you go. See, that's cool. So get yourself a 49cc there. Yeah. Then you'll be going really slow on the road, and all the other drivers will be ticked off at you and try to run you off the road. What about those mono wheels? I guess it depends on the pavement, right? None of the roads are good anywhere in the States. 27 miles per hour max, yeah. So, hey, I'd be cool with that. I got no place to go anytime quick, you know. I'll take my time. Went to an area I was born in, and we asked someone where the game store was, and he said where the Andes burned down. We have not been here in 20 years. Where was that? Where the Andes burned down? All right. So what? Look for a burnt out lot? What am I looking for? Oh no, they rebuilt something there. Well, what's there now? That's a Dunkin' Donuts. Okay, so it's by the Dunkin' Donuts. How far is that? It's down the road. No, I mean, come on, man. You know, the Doom wheels, yeah. Unicycle in a bike lane sounds like a challenge. Yeah, some places don't have bike lanes. That's the problem. No, man, I'd be biking everywhere, but one, the drivers don't pay attention, and I've noticed a lot more swerving. You know, what I also noticed, you put a lot of coffees around her. Look at that. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a little piece of chocolate, a heart, and a candy. That's a lot of coffee, dude. Different flavor for her mood. Whatever. I just get the one that's basically a dessert. Thanks. Let's see. Sucks to be a biker. Yeah. Pennsylvania introduced a new law that you need to register your e-bike. Really? Anything for money. Are you kidding me? You got to register your e-bike. Why? Because we can charge you $25. Oh, go to hell. That's ridiculous. You know, it's like there's nothing you can do on this planet that doesn't require you registering or licensing something. You know, and then there being a convenience fee or some crap attached to it. Utterly ridiculous. Still bike where I want, when I want. Yeah, I'm just more worried about the drivers not paying attention. It's, at least for us locally, it's been painfully noticeable how terrible drivers have become. It is astounding. Like, I've seen them just go off the side of the roads, you know, overcorrect into oncoming traffic, that kind of thing. It's utterly ridiculous. New Jersey is leading the pack in e-bike stupidity. Well, it's Jersey. Regular bikes and other human-powered transport may end up being taxed through licenses as well. Like, that doesn't make any sense either. It's like, oh, well, you know, we need everybody to go green and stop using cars. Okay, we got e-bikes. Well, we got to charge you for that.
What sucks is no respect for bikers because cars love to turn without turn signals and cars parking on the bike lane.
Yeah, definitely. Dude, I've seen a lot of just like, oh yeah, whatever. They're bikers, nobody cares. But then on the other side, I've seen bikers just have no F's given, and they are literally biking in the middle of a highway. And I'm like, are you absolutely insane? You know? And it's like, because they're going 30 miles an hour, you know, under their own human power. Yes, that's impressive. However, you're in the middle of the road. I don't know. But it bothers me that everyone's just like, you know, oh, you know, everything's got to be, you know, we got to make things green and stuff like that. And if you can't be green, then we're going to tax you on this and surcharge for this. And then we're getting all these electric vehicles and stuff. Well, we got to make sure this is registered and that registered. All right, now I'm going to e-bikes. Well, we got to register your e-bike. Why do you got to register my e-bike? Why? What are we doing now? Fine, forget the e-bike. I'm just going to get a regular bike. No, we got to register that too. Why? What are we going to do? What of a 5-year-old with their tricycle coming in here next? What the hell? Where's the cutoff point? I have a set of rollerblades at home too. Do I have to register those? I got wheelies. I got Heely Wheelies from 2005. You know, with the little skates at the bottom that you click and they, I got to register those too. You know, I got a Matchbox car in my office drawer. All right, it's a DeLorean from Back to the Future. Do I got to register that too? Anything with wheels, huh? You know what? You want me to bring in my AV cart? You can put a license plate on that. You bleep. God. No, it gets ridiculous, man. Like at a certain point, you're just like, well, you know, if it could be on the road, I'm like, you could be on the road in about 5 minutes if you keep this up, okay? Do I got to put a license plate on you too? Come on. Moon shoes will be next, right? Hey, are those sneakers that make you walk easily? We're gonna have to register those. I'm not getting a bike if it needs licensing and such. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Cyclists are super annoying. I see many run red lights and they're being road rules. It depends on where you are. You are supposed to follow the rules of the road, but certain areas like New York City, nobody cares. Like a cyclist, if they'll look and be like, all right, no cars go. You know, that kind of thing. And no cop is going to care. Like, absolutely not. They're like, whatever. You got to do something like crazy for a cop to even take notice of you doing some illegal biking activity. You won't be licensing my pogo stick, right? You got a unicycle? You need a license plate for that. Along with the pogo stick, your wheelies. Hard battles. You're doing those on the road. You need a license plate. All right, who do we got here? Spock, you got to roll. Equal to or greater than 13. That's not spicy. 11. We'll call it spicy, though. You tried. You tried. Let me do that. Hey, you didn't win, but at least, oh, you got it. Okay, thank you. You didn't win, but you kind of got a number. You know, that's pretty good. Yes, pretty good. Go.
Hey, Pumpkin, got some candy for me?
No, how many candy drops do you think we have today? All right, let's see if I can find it. I'm gonna throw it up in the air, and there you go. Okay. Candy. Thank you. Let's see. New York has proposed a law requiring a license for 3D printers. A license for 3D printers? Oh, well, New York is an utter bleep show right now. Nah, man. Yo, if you look into what the hell's going on in there, that is an utter chaos. Dude, that new mayor is absolutely atrocious. Yeah, the one that ran on a platform where he's going to give free bus rides to everybody. Yeah, guess what's not happening? Free buses for everybody. Are you kidding me? How stupid are you? God, I expect New Yorkers to have a little bit of street smarts. You know? Holy crap. Hey, as a New Yorker, if somebody says, hey, you know what we're going to do? We're going to make free buses for everybody. Yeah, how are you going to do that? We're probably going to raise taxes on everybody. Oh, yeah? Who? People who own homes and stuff like that. Oh, yeah? You know, usually people who own homes and buildings and stuff like that have to rent them to people.
Free Mike and Ike's for me.
There you go. And they're just going to increase the rents on everybody if you're going to increase their property tax. Yeah, but free buses. Does nobody know how this works? What the hell? Buses are free. Game members, homeless, move into them. Yeah, that's the other thing. You got to have a paywall with public transportation or it's going to turn into an utter mess. All right. Yeah, 1.5 million settlement with a Taco Bell Dunkin' Donut franchise husband imagine 24 labor law violation for 760 workers. Well, I don't know what's going on with that. 1.5 million settlement with Taco Bell? Dude, that's nothing to them. Are you kidding me? And $1.5 million wouldn't even pay for free buses for a day in New York. That's one of those showy virtual signaling kind of things. None of that money is going to the employees. Are you kidding me? Probably property tax. Well, yeah, that's the whole thing. It's like if they're just going to raise the taxes on everybody, then it's just like, quote unquote property owners of that's just going to raise everybody's rents. Like nobody has any kind of economic forethought or logistics at all here. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just raise the property tax on the upper blah 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 %. Oh, you mean everybody who owns all the buildings and stuff like that? So they're gonna have to increase it? No, they wouldn't do that. Yeah, okay. 1.5 million for donuts. One location's budget for supplies for 3 months. No kidding. See, that's crazy. 3D printers being monitored by law has been trying to pass for the last 2 years. Gun issues. Well, that gets ridiculous. Ugh. There we go. Yeah, it's other chaos. Workers receive restitution for improper scheduling and clopener shifts, with individual payments ranging from $50 to over $10,000. Clopeners. Dude, you know how many times I had to do that? Yeah, you got to open and close. All right. It was extra money. I didn't care. God, everyone's such a whiner now. Be lucky you have a fucking job. No, like seriously. God, I would love to just work. Dude, what? Here's the thing. If I'm at a job, and I know not everybody's wired like this, I'm the weird one, okay? I get it. If I'm on a job, and I've said this before, I'm there. I'm already there. Hey, can you stay a couple hours? Sure. But I'm already here. I'm literally already here. Like, what? We're going to need you for an extra 4 hours. All right. You're there. What are people doing? You know, like, come on. Okay, if you got a doctor's appointment or something like that, then yeah, no, I can't stay for an extra 4 hours. I literally have a doctor's appointment I've been waiting 2 months for. More people will do what the guy did in California when burned down a warehouse. Oh, yeah, that was the thing. Yo, somebody burned down a warehouse. Yeah, of all the toilet paper? Of course in California. What was it, Ontario, California? Yeah. When I said Ontario, I was like, what, Canada? But no, it was actually, yeah, I didn't even know that was a place. Yeah, basically their whole thing, all you had to do was pay us a livable wage was his kind of mantra there. And I agree with that, but not setting an entire building on fire to prove a point. That's insane, dude. You know, because now it's like everything is going to be, there's all toilet paper. Well, I've been pissed off forever, so join the club. Like that's the whole thing. It's like now the prices are going to be raised for everybody, at least for a small amount, because they lost like, oh God, what was it? 1.2 million square feet of paper goods. Yeah, that's insane. Got to be either California or Florida. God legislative hardware stores. Weird Al single. But the dude hated the brand of TP. It's really scratchy. It's got to go. That's about as bad as black metal bands burning down churches. Yeah. Well, you got to do something for the music video, right? You got to prove that you're super black metal, you know, by burning stuff down. TP's expensive enough already. I know, right? Yeah. Send a meme to David about Smokey the Bear. Only livable wages can prevent warehouse fires. That's pretty good. I like that. I really feel like, because you know how many times we've seen memes of like, yo, a single dude could, you know, back in the day, could support a family of 4. Basically him, wife, 2 kids. Get a house, have a car, still have money left over and pay bills. And now it's like, you can't do any of that crap. It's nearly impossible. And that's with a 2-family income. Like, there's something wrong with the whole economic system if 2 people unifying their finances cannot support themselves, let alone 2 kids. There's something going on. I don't know if people are living outside their means, or we just have more subscriptions that we got to deal with, or we're just not getting paid enough. Like, it's insane to me. It really is. And I don't know, maybe if we can cut down on all this government waste, allegedly, you know, and get rid of people that are just, you know, leeching off the system, maybe that resources could go to people that actually need it. You know what I'm saying? About the warehouse, no, David told me about the, oh, get there. Folks aren't satisfied with owning just 1 yacht. Yeah, but how many yachts do you need? You know? I don't blame people for finding ways around it that are questionable. Yeah, it has always been, I would say we've been in very numerous monetary spots that we had to finagle certain things. But we managed to do it, keep it under the radar, and nothing crazy, you know. But you know, it's rough, dude. Yeah. Job takes up 37 hours of someone's life per week should be enough to pay for her life and make savings. Exactly. I totally agree with that. Yeah. Dude, if you're giving that much time to a job, you should be able to, you know, live basically, especially you're only getting basically 2 days off, right? Hypothetically, you're spending, okay, how many hours are in a week? I don't math, okay? So, how many hours in a week, chat? Let's math this out. All right? I'm curious. All right, that's 24 times 7. I'm terrible at math. I'd have to get a calculator. Let's see. There were periods in my life where 24 hours a day, 168 hours. Okay, 168 hours in a week. All right? If you're doing 40 hours a week, right? You're basically left with 128 hours. Now, people sleep for what? 8 hours a day, right? 8 times 7. So, no, because we're down to, what? What did I say? 128. You got 128 hours, right? So, and that's 56 hours. My God, people are wasting 56 hours a week. So, basically, you're working almost as much as you're sleeping. So that's another 56, and that's leaving you with, what is it? God, what did we say? What's 128 minus 56? No, I'm curious now. I am terrible math, yes. 72. All right, thank you. Killer Bee's got the calculator. Nice. 72. Okay, so now you got 72 hours. What's the average commute for a person? Because that should be tacked on the work. So 40 hours sleep, 56 sleep, 40 hours work. Calculator being my brain. Ooh, that's a fancy calculator. Yeah, like 30 years of your life was spent sleeping or something, or it was like 20. I don't know. I'm trying to cut that in half. If it's bad there, you can imagine what Japanese working people get by. I say what average commute about 30 minutes. So, let's see. So an hour a day. Let's round it up to 10. So 10 hours commuting, right? So you're down to 62 hours a week. That is actually your time. You know? That's actually your time. Allegedly. You know? Oh, God, didn't they just pass, like, a bill in some particular place where they had the cutoff point where people, employees couldn't bother their employers couldn't bother their employees via text message after they leave work? Like, if you have a 9 to 5, you know, people would be like, oh, wait, we got to talk about this work thing, and then you're, like, on the phone with them till, like, 7 at night. Yeah, there's a cutoff point now. There's, like, a law for that somewhere. That's something you don't move like. Hey, there you go. Average ordinary needs cannot be met by majority of ordinary full-time workers. See, this is what I'm saying. Why? Between food and rent and utilities, my God, dude, all that money is just gone. You know, it's impossible. It really is. You know, and yeah, we're the type of people that we're like, we'll turn off lights. We're doing all this stuff, cutting corners as much as possible. Try not to do a lot of driving merely because gas is stupid right now. Yeah, dude, it's like, what do you do with that? There's something wrong. There's absolutely something wrong. And I don't know, if we could shake out the social systems and weed out any kind of fraud that might be there, get rid of everybody that shouldn't be on there, or, you know, no, because there's always this theory that there's like dead people still getting Social Security. And I'm like, oh my God, that can't be true, could it? Maybe it is. I don't know. But I don't know, redirect all that stuff into giving people, you know, at least a supplemental universal income. We really got to get there, you know? And like I said, the other aspect of it is to have all these companies that are pushing AI, any of those jobs that are replaced by AI, they should be obligated to pay for a trade school so people have access to a learning place, a place to actually learn a practical skill that will generally not be taken over by AI. So like carpentry, plumbing, electrical work, all that other stuff, you know, because, you know, clearly every country needs more of those because, you know, we have a generation of people just sitting in front of the computers. So, yeah. Partnership with Goodwill. Let's go. Why just park away before work? Eat. Yeah. My teacher forbade us from using calculators in class. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's like now everybody's just handed them. It's crazy. And if we go to $80 Nintendo games, what? That's probably going to work quick. Partnership with Goodwill. Yeah, phone cut off in France. Oh, there's a fine to pay by the employers who do. Nice. AI trade school. Woo. Could be almost as good as government cheese. No, I mean, just because of what? A trade school is like 2 years, right? No, I feel like we got to get to the point where all these jobs that are never going to return, these companies are going to be making billions of dollars off of it. And the best thing to do is basically get these people jobs in the future that won't be easily dismissed and replaced by AI. And if you could get these billion-dollar companies, trillion-dollar companies, to fund these school programs and stuff like that, or trade school programs, and give them a bit of a livable wage so they can actually live and learn, you know, and then after that, it's like, all right, get out there. You know, you have your own business. You're an electrician. You can do odd jobs. You can make a ton of money. You probably make more than just sitting there in front of the computer. Bloop, 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 bloop. You know? Congress sends cheese now for average Americans. Yeah, I isn't physically building custom PCs, so I'm good. Yeah. Cybersecurity is most likely a big job everyone can have and will have. But you won't get paid for it. I don't know. It is what it is. We got to figure out a way to make the world better. All right. But hey, we got somebody around the moon and back. So that's something to look forward to, right? You know? Something good. Let me try to finish my coffee. Acceptable. You hear that? That's coffee. That's an empty coffee cup. Runs out of coffee. I did it for you, chat. You're lucky you wear a tasteful dress. Weird. And that one's older. Boom. All right. Let's see. All right. Right there. Nice. Got it. All right. Let me check. Well, I already got bingo. See if I got any other ones. Yeah, I got no ones. All right. Physical labor ranking more money. Yeah. Boop. There you go. Eagles won. That's sure the hard parts will convince today's companies to engage in such generous contributions to society. I feel like if they don't, then that force will happen, because then you're just going to have a whole nation of unemployed people who are going to be really ticked off. And a welfare system is not going to be able to support all those people that lose their jobs. Not happening. Okay? So we either got to get, you know, a universal kind of income thing going. And I'm not saying universal income, you just sit there and do nothing. Universal income to just like help out with stuff so you can better yourself and do a better business and stuff like that. And based on your taxes would be how much you get. So if you have a really good year, well, you don't need supplemental income because you're doing fine, you know? Same thing with like, you know, everything else. I mean, why not? But, and it all kind of depends on what the industry is going to be like in the future. I mean, there could be like other jobs that'll emerge from all this that people just adapt to. Who knows? It's a weird, weird world. I've got to do what Starco's not social programs. Yeah, at a certain point though, it's you can't have just like all these companies just have all this money and all this power, especially if it's automated, because then at that point that super large industry of owning and doing everything autonomously is not helping society. The whole point of being able to create a business is to employ people, you know, and have those people put back into the economy, whether it's through taxes, buying things or whatever. And that's what helps the economy. It's just like, you know, whole industry. It's what it is. You know, at a certain point, if just one company is getting all this money, who's buying anything? Nobody's making money to buy anything. If everybody's employed because AI took over everyone, where are they getting the money? There's no money. There's no money for these companies to have. Who's subscribing to ChatGPT, Amazon, YouTube, or any of these other things if you got no money? Those are the first things I cut. Because it's like, what do you, brr? I've already cut a bunch of crap because I don't need it. You know? It's like, don't have the money. Not getting it. You know? Credit card debt. Well, no, then people got to learn that a lot of stuff is optional in life. It's all optional. Yeah. Trade schools are not expensive. They're not. Exactly. Thank you. Yeah, trade schools aren't expensive. And that's the whole thing. You know, a company just pays for that trade school and gets somebody to, you know, a better state in their life. That would be awesome. You know, it'd be better for the economy, better for everybody. They wouldn't have to, you know, be all like vilified because they're like, oh, you replaced all these jobs with AIs. Be like, oh, hold up. We set up a program that anybody who wants to go to a trade school, we will pay for it. You know, and anything, whether they want to be electrician, plumber, carpenter, whatever, they'll pay for it.
Apple?
It doesn't
Nuggets.
cost a lot of money.
Apple.
Apples are tree babies.
I didn't know.
Exactly. Thank you. I don't know. Gig economy, structural, what, the evolution? I don't like the concept of gig economy because then you're bouncing around. It's like freelance, right? That's what it used to be called. It is difficult to get a job. It's difficult to maintain a job, and have a consistent cash flow is nearly impossible. And we learned that real quick when we were doing freelance artwork. Running around trying to get people to hire you and stuff. It's an atrociously demoralizing position to be in. It really is. Yeah, it's some extra money on the side, but my God, it's a lot of running around and, you know, keeping your fingers crossed that hopefully it'll be a good day, you know. Oh, there's another rapture date. They keep putting it off, don't they? Yeah.
Next round on the hype train.
Are we there yet? Nah, it's incoming. We're not there yet. Thank you. You're helping, though. Let's see. My friend is a freelance programmer and is barely scraping by. Yeah. Dude, artists, programmers, coders, stuff like that. Anyone doing freelance, it's like, oh my God. Because a lot of people would rather fight with AI at this point trying to get some coding done than actually hire somebody, which is sad. Which probably explains why everything is garbage right now. What? Windows. Let's see. Tech diploma, yes, yes, yeah. All those diplomas and degrees aren't what they used to be. You know, it's a little dicey. When's the new Rapture date? When are we getting Rapture? Rapture. When? When's the new one? When's the next Rapture gonna drop? Oh God. People think they're graphic designers because they can put clip art into Microsoft Word. Well, yeah, that's a problem too. And a lot of people won't even hire graphic designers. They'll just have AI do it. Like, not for nothing. And they'll hire a graphic designer to fix what AI didn't do right. April 27th. Of course, right after I got to pay taxes. Come on, Rapture. Happened before the taxes got to be paid. Oh. Typical. Rapture happened. Nobody noticed. Yeah, but Mel Gibson is here. Apparently it didn't happen. Oh, God. The word rapture isn't even in the Bible. Then who made that up? Did you read the Bible? Is it there? Maybe we had to come up with a word for it. Oh. Graphic designs. You mean with real wages? Nah, it doesn't work. The IRS will be left behind. Makes more sense of flat Earth. We're getting into flat Earth stuff. Oh yeah, did anybody into flat Earth thing see the space thing and be like, yeah, that's still flat? No, I don't know. No, because there's some people that are super convinced that the world's flat, and some people are just like, nah. I'm more on the it's a round ball thing, you know. Let's see, space stuff. That's the best part. The ones that got taken were quiet and virtuous. The talky ones were left behind. What? Tater.
Time to hydrate.
Hydrate.
Because I need some water.
I got no more water to hydrate. People were saying that the launch was a hoax and stuff. Oh God, there's always something like that, and usually when they came back down, people were saying that it was a hoax too, and that it was all planted and blah blah blah. Well, we saw it. I'm like, oh God, dude. At a certain point, and hey, I will never rule out the possibility that some weird shifty crap is happening, but you know, after a while, you got to really look at things and just be like, well, you know, there's a 99.9% chance that this is true, you know. And then everything else, you could be like, always be open to the possibility that there is a weird conspiracy happening. But sometimes you just have to accept that things actually happened. Also, you know what else is happening?
Oh, it's a freaking hype train. Let's go. Oh, it's a freaking hype train. Let's go. Let's go. It's a freaking hype train.
How long is this? That one was ridiculous. I don't know if I remember seeing that one before. We got a hype train! We already got our golden kappa. I don't know what else they can offer us. Come on, Twitch, offer me something besides the golden kappa. What else is there? They should at least give you silver silver kappas and bronze ones. It'll be like the Olympics of being a sarcastic bleep on Twitch, you know? I got gold, you know? That'd be kind of fun. We'll see. Let's see. At least got bikini. Yeah. It's very warm outside. It's totally appropriate. Let's see. Flat Earth is an IQ insta test. But what if? Hey, we grew up listening to Art Bell, all right, coast to coast. They had conspiracy theories and all that kind of fun stuff. And it was like, what if they would have like these weirdos come on there with weird phone calls about Area 51, Bigfoot, Mothman, Chupacabra, ancient aliens, and all that other fun stuff, you know? You know, like the Bob Lazar era of just like, woo, you know, kind of thing. Blue Book, you know, all that fun stuff. You know, so hey, I'm open to possibilities of creatures we don't know about it. We keep finding new ones that we don't know about. You know, weird space anomalies. Hey, we don't know everything, you know. But I do feel like the planet is round. I feel that way.
Of course the Earth is flat. 70% water and not carbonated. Thus flat.
That's pretty good. What? Yeah, but there are bubbles that come up. So maybe it is carbonated. That'd be cool. It would be cool if the whole ocean was like Pepsi. Yeah. I know, just saying. Isn't Asgard flat? Yeah, well, it doesn't. It's a fictional area, though. Should I add the teleporters? Yeah, where are my teleporters? Oh, speaking of flat worlds. Oh, Dark City. Did anybody see that? Yo, that was cool. Dark City. I like the Trevor Jones score. That's really good. No. Dark City. It was on the other day. Dude, it was cool. Those bald dudes that were like manipulating this machine that was creating a world and refining it and making it weird every day. And yo, Kiefer Sutherland was in that. And he had this like, he was a scientist dude, but he kind of had like this breathing problem, but it was like a very unique character. It was like a Peter Lorre mixed with I don't know, an asthmatic. It was kind of interesting. I got the DVDs many years ago. It was kind of cool. You know? I don't know. It was directed by the person who did The Crow. That was the movie that they did after it. You know? And I was like, oh, there you go. It's a very dark movie. You got to squint through like the whole thing. But it was an interesting concept. Plus the end was kind of cool. Yeah, had this weird little battle and stuff. Very dark city. It was so dark I needed a flashlight. Kiefer Sutherland was annoying. He was annoying, but that was it. Usually he's kind of like the dude in a movie. But he was very like, hey, what, hey, you know, that kind of thing. It was just like, it was bizarre. It was such a bizarre take for him to do, and I thought it was kind of cool, though. Yeah. Yeah, he was a little insufferable, but still. What? So were all the little chattery guys who were all like, shut it down. That guy, he was cool. All right, Hype Train is ended. Boom. Black Vikings also won. Where, last stop on a what? Last stop on a... What happened to it? I guess you can call it a technical issue. Ah, there it is. Nice. There you go. That was weird. It was all like bloop bloop. Dark City failed. Did that do well in the theater? I don't feel like it did. What, Dark City? I feel like it was too weird to be good in the theaters. But I don't know, I enjoyed it. The bass drop. Where to leave off? I wonder what swimming in carbonated water would feel like. Very bubbly. I don't know. Put your finger in a very bubbly seltzer. It would be like that, but all over your body. I don't know. Maybe somebody should try that. Anybody got like a hot tub? Just fill that whole thing up with seltzer, you know, and see what happens. You would sink? You would sink it because of the bubbles? What? My world is 100% bigger than the Earth, so it's going to take into account of it really in a flat. In the Mist book, there was a cool flat world concept with two sides and a water cycle. And whirlpool for one of the guys that are together. Huh. Timmy what? Timmy's got a hot tub? I don't have a hot tub. Dark City was very imaginative and visual. Just don't remember the story at all. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of like, because I watched it the other night, because Shrug Buds did a thing about it. And it was cool, because I'm just like, all right, dude, I haven't seen this in probably a while. I do have the Blu-ray floating around somewhere. The director's cut. Yeah, but it's like, I don't know what it is. It's like, I'll watch a movie if other people are playing it, and I just rarely put it on myself. Hot tub party. I know. There's less dense than you ruining the lift from the water that's as dense as you. Oh, science. All right, so basically you'll drown in a carbonated lake. Interesting. Didn't think about that. All right, don't fill up your hot tubs with carbonation because it could go bad. Could go bad. Has Detective Nord vibes. Yeah, it was dark and spooky. All right. Guy's accused of a murder, didn't really do it. Things are happening. Science fiction, creatures, stuff. Brain power. I thought fantasy could engineer an excuse, but yeah, travel. Kiefer. All right, that's my stomach growling. All right. Card battle. Ta-da! Last card battle of the stream. All right, make it a good one. You got to roll equal to or greater than. Ooh, 15. This constitutes spicy too. 10. No. Card battle. Ow. You have not won. All right. Even AI makes the tech support dude a little bit spicy. Yeah. I'm sure there's a lot of people that wouldn't mind getting tech help from them. Yeah. Dark City on the list. Nice. You tried. Thank you. How did that feel? Sin City 1 and 2 is better. Yeah, I gotta watch those. I haven't seen Sin City in a while. I don't even think I saw the second one. At least I got help with tech support. It's not the help I was looking for. Oops, I broke my computer. Oh, excuse me, I broke my computer. All right, what did you do? You know, they got to stand very close to you and just be like, you know, what's wrong with your computer? I don't know, it just won't turn on. Well, have you tried turning it on? Because it's clearly plugged in. You just press the button. Oh, wow, you're so smart. Thank you so much. Let me make you coffee or something. Good. See how that starts. Well, ad starts. Oh, I can't even snooze them. All right, we're going to wrap up, though. Yeah, let's wrap up and get out of here. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it in 45 seconds. I got to see who's on. So, they did it. Hey, my dinner is complete. Dinner is complete. Let me snooze. Well, yeah, dude. No, I can't snooze them. Or did you snooze them? All right. Now, cause I gotta see who's on. We gotta raid somebody. Gotta raid. Got to raid somebody. All right, who's on here? All right, you got Zograd. Oh, Zograd's doing Legos. Let's go. Ebidemon not on. So you gotta play with that. Usually checking the usual. See who's on. All right. I guess we Zogradding it. Because we got Legos. Looks like they're doing a big Lego setup. Big hugeness. All right. Later. All right. For people being here, thanks for being here. What?
You seem to forget to animate that Indian guy from tech support these days.
Yeah, but why? It doesn't need to be anything. What? The last time he was in something was in the Island series. He had his own ISP. He literally was running the whole entire island's infrastructure. Yeah? We didn't get to flesh out the lore there. Yeah. I don't know, man. We got too many ideas and not enough hands. It's always the way it works. They could have a whole story in of them themselves.
Turning it on and off again.
Yes, I did. We'll try again. Really try this time. Really. For reals. Oh, God. Might be time for a nap. Nah, I gotta eat something. Something good. Something with cookies in it. All right, whatever we can make with cookies in it. Meatloaf with cookies. Let's go. All right, everybody. Dawn is going to be streaming tomorrow. Dawn of Time BC on Twitch. Around 5 o'clock. They're going to play more of the Frambo game. If you're not familiar with it, it's a point and click, but it's spooky and gruesome, and it's got the cool artwork that looks all spooky and gruesome. So that's kind of fun. There you go. I'm trying. I'm trying. Yeah. Prop that up. Yeah. The animation's really good. Nice. Thank you. Friend Bo tomorrow, 5 o'clock.
Did you look at my text? I sent you a text. It was like 7 seconds ago, and you didn't respond.
7 seconds.
I mean, what's wrong with you? I mean, it's like
Let me drink my ice cubes.
It was this really cool thing, and I wanted to share it with you. And I don't understand why you can't get back in a reasonable amount of time and just say, yes, I saw that. Thumbs up. Thank you. And
right.
No, but what do? I continue to follow you on all your platforms with your Book of Face and your Twitsters and your Insta scams, and I follow you everywhere. Every day I follow you into the bathroom, underneath the bathtub, in the drain, and I'm looking at you, and I see everything you do, and you can't even respond to a text with something great. It was a cool little picture. But I gotta tell you, this is why nobody responds to your dating profile, because you don't respond to them. They look at your picture and they say, this lady isn't gonna respond to me because stupid, 1 star. I mean, I don't even know what kind of social behavioral existence you have, but when somebody sends you a text 28 seconds ago, you better get on that. You better get on that. It's very important. You don't even know.
Thank you. Yes, Pilz-E watches you everywhere. Everywhere. Even in the bathroom. God. I should do that. Just one Yelp review. I want to do that. I didn't like this place because stupid, 1 star. I don't know. It wouldn't give me a lot of street cred, but it'd be funny. Oh, good. All right. We're going to rate Zograd. We're going to be on again Wednesday. New Foamy cartoon was posted. Everybody, thanks for supporting and doing the thing. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a Patreon. You know there's a Patreon. Patreon me. Or was that the proper term? Patreon? We got the Ko-fi one? Whatever you do. All right. Yeah, the VOD will be up when it's up. I don't know. YouTube is kind of weird. We've still had problems with the last one. No, we had to edit out something because it's like, oh, dude, this was on another thing. Get rid of it, dude.
Have a great week, Pum'Kin Guy.
There you go. Thank you. All right, let's get out of here before ads run. Go, 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 go. Annoying squirrel is still annoying. That's his job. All right. Later, everybody. Do something fun this week. Do it. Start now.